So, what's up, guys? How's it going? Uh,
Like
Forza
shit.
Milan. First of all, Forza Milan. It was a tough game, Milan Napoli. It's never an easy game. Uh, it's not wrong to lose that game. It's fine, actually. It's
Guys,
just,
can someone mute? Can someone mute?
yeah, Nathan is in the middle of no, I don't know what, but let me turn off my projector first of all.
Hey,
Roy,
that's my
you
bad.
can.
I was standing outside of a truck.
No,
My
I've
bad.
spoken a lot. I did the watch a lot. I spoken a lot. You guys
So
talk.
you know what? I want Saif to say his opinion about the game. First of all, we lost 1-0. Go Saif, because you were a bit upset with Pioli as well. So go for it, man.
Fucking absolute rubbish. I mean, these are we're talking about AC Milan players here, and we're not even getting a shot on target for most of the game. Not even one shot on target. Are you kidding me? Ibrahimovic just sitting there, isolated, not getting any sort of service. Giroud coming on, one or two good crosses at maximum. At maximum, these two guys got, and whenever they did, they created danger. Seriously, it was so upsetting, and now Napoli is above us in the league. And I still hear stuff about challenging for the Scudetto. I'm sorry. With the injuries and with the morale of the team at the moment, and how players are walking till the 70th minute, I'm sorry. We can kiss the
But
Scudetto goodbye. We
Sorry,
can kiss the
but
let,
good.
sorry. Would you agree though that if we had the ability to create more chances, our players wouldn't be so tired? Like
Yeah,
our midfield and defense were dead tired. Like these guys were running all
yeah,
game, but they had
yeah.
no support from the offense, man. Like you're gonna get tired. That's just how it is in life. Like you get tired from overexerting yourself. When one part of the team is not functioning properly, the other part of the team, unfortunately gets the negative side effects.
no,
Aren't
no,
the
Nathan, I
problem is
disagree with you, man.
the problem is
If you
aren't
want,
we able to do something to change something to be able to not put Krunic at left midfielder. At least get a fucking draw out of this game. Make it a boring fucking shit game, but just not losing, trying something new. I don't. I'm not shitting on him. I don't want to see him at left mid. You see the point I'm trying to make? That's why I
Yeah,
want to see some change. We're so
yeah.
boring.
Well,
Milan
oh
is
yeah,
so.
we've
guys,
all been
let's
calling for a
stay.
three-man
No,
defense.
no, no, guys, you guys are going outside the. Let's stay on the game. Let's analyze the game. How the
Bro, we
goal
are.
came. Yeah, the game, the goal. We consider a
Yes.
goal. Let's analyze the goal. Who was the fault of the goal?
Okay. So there's two players at fault here. One is Tonali and one is Zlatan. Tonali was
Yeah,
asked to
which
be the
one
man
you
on the
wanna
post.
blame?
No, both of them. Now, let me explain. Tonali was the one who was tasked with being the man at the post. He should stick to that position because if he does, even with the header, he gets there. Now, because that player was not being marked, which Zlatan was literally right there, Tonali was then stuck in two minds and he made the wrong choice to step to that guy when he should have just kept his position at the post. Zlatan should have been the one to be goal side of that attacker, and that doesn't happen. So it's the fault of both players' decision making. Both of them are at fault 100%.
Uh, are we sure that that was the guy Zlatan was marking?
Yes,
Because
because even the announcers, even the commentary team. I mean, I'm watching on Paramount Plus, but even the commentary team were saying that both Tonali and Zlatan were, talking about who should have been the one to pick that person up. Zlatan was marking thin air. Tonali was on the post. Tonali should have stayed on the post. Zlatan should have gone to that player.
yeah, some comment are saying here that Krunic was good. Brahim let us down. I disagree.
Brahim
I
is too
think
light.
Brahim, yeah, Brahim Diaz was running up and down. I mean, he didn't get one decent pass during the whole game. Brahim Diaz didn't get one decent pass to do something with that ball. Always the ball was too high, too long, too short. It just was shit football from our midfielder. Our midfielder are really bad recently. Whoever is
There,
playing is really bad.
you have a good point. They need to stop giving the ball in the air to Diaz because because of his height and his lightweight body frame, he's never going to win that ball. Never, ever, ever, ever is he going to get it.
That's just our midfield is really bad. I saw there was a moment when KC had to do a pass to Balotelli in an attacking position, and he just did a wrong pass. There's a lot. I think the midfield is the worst part of our team at the moment. Yeah, I agree with Saif about Krunic on the left side. I don't think it's working. I think Selemakers did a great game in the second half. He produced a lot on the left side, and he should be our starter on the left side because at the end he is fast. He goes to the space. He has a bit of dribbling. He wants to create chances. He's an offensive player. Krunic is not an offensive player. Krunic likes to keep the ball and put order on the game. It doesn't create. So I would prefer Selemakers on that side. I don't care if he's playing with Messias on the right. We need to be with proper player on the right position anyway. Balotelli, I want to say this. This is my opinion. Balotelli or Theo doesn't matter. Theo is playing so shit that Balotelli playing is the same thing. Doesn't matter.
Torre actually was very good defensively. He had some very good interceptions.
Yeah, he had a good game today.
Exactly, that's the sadness of the thing that we didn't miss Theo because Theo has been shit in the last 2 months, proper shit. And I don't care the assist and whatever he does in the last. He creates some chances sometimes. It's just been shit for the last 2 months. Tonali can see the midfield. Our double pivot is really bad. No matter if he's playing KC, Tonali, Bakayoko, Benacer, they are playing like shit, all of them. I don't know what is the problem. Is the formation the problem? Lack of confidence. They're starting to feel the pressure. When you have to win, you start to feel the pressure. I hope now they don't have any pressure because we are 4 points from Inter. Clearly, we are not Scudetto contender. So it's better just to calm down and play football. Play your best football. That's my opinion.
Where's Red John? I want to fight someone.
Oh, please. Man.
And this,
Actually,
I like this. Yeah, sorry, I like this comment. I really want to see a game. I know the midfield wasn't the worst part today, but I want to see Kessie, Ben Nasser, Tonali start together for once. I want to see this three-man midfield, seeing something new. We've never seen it. We've never seen it.
We've been figured out, man.
I wouldn't mind seeing Kessie playing on the Diaz position and see Diaz on the right or on the left and Selemakers or Messias on the right or on the left. I wouldn't mind having Kessie in this position and Benacer Tonali as a double pivot because Kessie is gonna do that number 10 position in more solid way. He's gonna fight more. He's gonna be more kind of a Kevin Prince Boateng type of player and less creative like Diaz can be. And around him, you can put Diaz and Selemakers and Diaz and Messias, whoever you want to put. But avoid these players out of position. At the end of the thing, Kessie plays a lot of his game around the number 10 position. So just put him there if you want to keep the double pivot. Play Kessie as a 10 and Benacer Tonali. Roy, you want to fight someone?
Yeah.
Say something. I'll fight you today.
All right. Well, listen. Çalhanoğlu, you were wrong about him. He's the best player in Serie A.
No, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong.
Yeah, and you're losing your bet badly.
I'm not gonna lose my bet. I'm pretty confident I'm gonna win my bet.
So aside
Roy,
from that,
would you agree?
no, I
Would
don't.
you agree that
I know
the
what you're about to
formation
say.
helps him?
No.
The interformation helps him. Yeah, interformation helps him. I mean,
the
interformation
formation
helps
helps
a
him a
lot
lot.
of. But I don't care. I mean, I knew that in the beginning that the interformation is gonna help him. I still believe Brahim Diaz is gonna have more assists and goals than Çalhanoğlu.
Okay. Anyway, fine. Look, I'm telling you guys this. I don't have an issue with this team. I don't have an issue with Pioli. I don't have an issue with anything, with any of his decisions. It's the fucking injuries, guys. How can we play a season with how can this project go forward where every single week you have 3 players dropping, 4 players dropping, and then like is Rebic a Milan player? How the fuck does a 27-year-old be injured for more than the half the season that has gone? Calabria, we haven't seen Calabria in forever. Chiaio is gone till next year. We don't even know if he's ever going to come back.
Rebic has missed the same number of games as Ibrahimovic. It's fucking crazy, man. What are we talking about here?
Leao, a 22-year. How is Leao still injured? Messias wasn't available. Brahim Diaz and fucking parties with that idiot Theo Hernandez. He gets COVID. He's never been the same player. Why is Theo Hernandez getting a fucking fever every week? Like, what is this guy doing?
What is he sleeping around? Fuck's sake, man. Stay home.
What is this guy doing? This project is unsustainable with the amount of injuries that we get every single week. It's unsustainable.
Man, I wanted to fight with you.
You literally would have to have 3 teams.
I agree with you. No, Nathan, even if we have 3 teams, it doesn't matter. People are going to get injured.
Look, like, the only thing I disagree with you right now with the things that you said, there are 2 things that I highly disagree with you. And it's that Theo Hernandez should not go anywhere.
Why not?
He should stay at AC Milan forever because he's an amazing player. He just needs to get his shit together right now. He's just going through a tough year. And the other thing I disagree with was the Çalhanoğlu thing that we spoke about.
The Çalhanoğlu thing is simple, man. It's like, how can I explain it? On our formation, he's not good as a double pivot, and he's not good as a number 10. So, of course, it's a waste of money that him goes away for free. We agree with that. I mean, it's a waste of money. But in terms of tactical solution, at the end, is Çalhanoğlu better than Krunic? Yes. But it's not his position to play on the left wing or the right wing or as the number 10 because he's not good enough to be our number 10. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm sorry,
of course, you can do that.
I disagree with this. I disagree with this.
Yeah, but in the formation we played.
We had Red John. Sorry,
who did we replace him with, man? Did we replace him or not? This is my problem.
Red John, you can disagree, but the numbers showed that Hakan Çalhanoğlu is not good enough to be our number 10 because in the second half of the previous season, he played like shit. And he was not important in the big games. He didn't.
That's not true. That is not true.
That is true.
He was important in the game that made us get into
all the assists. I'll stop you and Red John because you said you are valuing Çalhanoğlu what he's doing with Inter. I'm valuing Çalhanoğlu what he did with Milan. He did shit with us in the second half. He didn't create any goal, any assist. He was not useful at all. And the most important games, he didn't show up.
That is not true.
I'm not keeping up. No, it's true.
No, it's not true. It's not true. Hold on.
Does Hakan play defense more at Inter or at Milan?
The same.
No,
exactly.
No, Nathan, no need to go on details.
Guys, the Atalanta game, Hakan was crucial in both the goals. And
the whole team was crucial in goals too, Roy. The whole team.
No. The plays that led to the goals, Hakan was crucial because he participated in both those plays that led to those goals that got us into the Champions League. Okay, he had a poor season towards the end, fine. But overall, he is proven
He had 4 years poor, man. 4 years poor. He played 6 months with us. I'm not renewing a guy that played 6 months for us. I don't give a shit he's going to be the good player with Inter and he's going to score a lot of goals with you. I don't care.
At the end of the day,
a guy that is shit.
At the end of the day, numbers don't lie. And he's proven to be one of the best players in Serie A. Maybe arguably right now, the best player in Serie A.
No. I don't care. Roy, I don't care, man. I genuinely don't care. He can win the fucking Ballon d'Or tomorrow. For us, 4 years playing for us, he showed up just 6 months. I'm not renewing a guy like that. For me, he's not going to be in Milanello. I don't care.
Now, do I think Milan can afford to pay him $5 million? I mean, is he worth $5 million? Yes, 100%. If he feels
Milan, though.
If he felt like he was worth more than what he was getting with. I understand that players think, look, I'm worth more than that. He got lucky because of Ericsson and all that bullshit. But I'm not against the decision Milan made. I just want to fight someone, so that's it.
Well, we didn't replace him with a top quality attacking midfielder, and that's where we messed up at. Like Diaz is good, but Diaz is very, very lightweight, and it's hard to it's hard for him to keep possession of the ball in those tight areas when you're playing against physical teams. And that breaks down our offense. A lot of times our offense falls apart because Diaz, not because of his touch, but I mean he just gets knocked off the ball so easily.
If I can say mine, like my problem here is not Hakan. Hakan can have the best season of his life, whatever, it doesn't matter. My problem here is the fact that we factually removed or let go for free our starting cam, which was Hakan. You like it or not, he was the starting cam. And we didn't replace him with anyone.
Diaz, we replaced him with Diaz.
No, we didn't replace him with Diaz. Stop with bullshit. Like, what the fuck does this mean?
Diaz is our first choice.
How did we... and who's the second choice?
The second choice is Maldini.
What are you talking about, man? What Maldini? Have you ever seen Maldini play? Or you are just saying names? We replaced him with Blitz.
But John, you asked me a question. These are the position in the pitch.
But we did not replace him. Your answer is factually wrong, man. I'm sorry, Maldini was in the team as well last season. Who did we replace Hakan with? We got the player out. We didn't bring one in.
We did not replace Hakan at all.
Also, because this is the problem that fans of this team have. The fans of this team, if Kessie does something and he is not renewing, Kessie gets all the shit, man, including that.
Man, Kessie play like shit today, Red John. No one cares. Listen, he cannot renew. The knowledge of football I have, he plays like shit.
How has Diaz played in the last 6 games? How is
Red John, I'll tell you what.
How is
Kessie, let me tell you.
But I asked you about Diaz. I don't care about Kessie.
I'm telling you about Diaz. Talking about Kessie. Explaining you that Diaz, if Kessie doesn't give him a decent ball in 90 minutes, he cannot play properly. It is a fact. If Kessie doesn't give him a decent ball for 90
minutes... can he give him a decent ball? Or Krunic? Or Messias?
Saelemaekers played really well in the second half.
But Diaz was getting pushed off the ball all the time.
Man, Diaz was on the floor,
he never got a decent ball. I'm sorry, Red John.
This is ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
You do this all the time. It's ridiculous.
No, John, you are ridiculous. You are ridiculous. Kessie was giving the ball to the opposition today again.
What about Tonali, lad? Did he get a real ball from Tonali or not?
No, he didn't get a real ball from Tonali.
Did he get a real ball from Krunic or not?
He didn't get a ball.
Did he get a real ball from Saelemaekers or not? From Saelemaekers, did he get a real?
John, you are answering your question. Kessie is at the level of Tonali, and Kessie is at the level of Krunic and Tonali. He's playing like Krunic and Tonali.
So you are just saying that
you
are just saying that the team is shit, man.
No, I'm telling you, Kessie is shit.
I cannot let you say the team is shit. I cannot let you say
Red John, I know Tonali is not Kessie because he's developing. He's a young guy. He just came at AC Milan. I know Krunic is shit. Kessie, I'm not going to tell Kessie he's playing well just to be proud. And because he's not renewing, I'm going to lie myself and say, he's playing well. No, he's playing shit, man. And because he's not renewing, it's a coincidence. But he's playing shit. I'm not going to tell you he's playing well. He's playing at the level of Krunic.
What I am understanding from you right now is that we have shat on Hakan for all this time, but
because
it was not Hakan's fault, man. No, because Kessie didn't give him a good ball, or Tonali, or Benacer.
Kessie was playing well.
No.
Giving him...
Red
John, are you...
Red John is using your logic against you.
No, my logic doesn't work. Red John, how many times Çalhanoğlu shoot the ball with us on the fucking second ring of San Siro?
Yes, man. But
Kessie gave yes. Answer this fucking question for once. How many times he didn't hit the ball properly when Kessie gave it to him?
I would like Diaz to try that once in a motherfucking time, man, because Diaz never shoots the ball.
No one is fucking giving the ball to Diaz. How many balls Diaz got decent on the final third?
I'm sorry.
From Kessie.
Diaz has probably been our worst player in the last 6-7 games.
Actually got many passes. Diaz actually got many passes to him, but he was simply knocked off the ball because they were pressing him instantly. A good defense knows that when a player is skillful, you do not give him time to turn around. You literally wear his shirt. That is what
Going
Tomori
back-
does. Tomori does not let skillful players turn on him. He gets
But
right on their
John-
ass and takes the ball from him.
Yeah.
That's what they
No,
do there.
Nathan, can we just stop with this theory? Because he's
That's
not
not a
renewing.
theory.
That's
You
why.
see Tomori
No,
do
no,
it,
no.
bro.
No,
What
no.
do you
Why
mean?
people, Nathan? I'm not talking about you, man. Why people say, "Listen, I'm agreeing with you, dude. Listen to me. I'm agreeing with you."
That
Why
means you
people
agree with
say-
Red John too.
No, because people have this theory now. Because he's not renewed, we're saying he's playing shit. No, man, he's playing shit. When he played well against Atletico, I told you he played well against Atletico. Today he played shit. He played like shit. I'm sorry. Do you want me to lie to myself and say, "Oh no, Kessie played well. We shouldn't stop. We stop saying Kessie played bad because he's not renewing." No, he's playing like shit, and it's a fact. It's what do you want me to say?
Yeah,
Do you want me to lie?
But when
The whole
you're
team.
saying that,
Let's,
but when you're
bro. Let's
I want you-
go ahead, go ahead.
I just
Let-
want
let's-
You're about
to
to
say
the
that
same
Let-
thing I was
Brahim
about
is
to
not
say.
consistent.
Listen,
That's it.
let's just focus on this game and admit that the whole team played like shit.
No,
Okay, let's.
Safe. Listen, Krunic played at his level. He reached the highest. He cannot do more than that. He played at his level. Krunic.
Mm.
I disagree. I
Messias-
disagree. I disagree.
Messias played at his level. Florenzi played at his level.
Disagree.
Balotelli played at his level.
Disagree.
What about
Tomori
Diaz?
played at his level.
What about
Romagnoli
Diaz?
played at his Diaz
What
played
about
at his
Diaz?
level. Played at his
Disagree.
level.
Disagree. Disagree.
He didn't get a ball to create a chance.
Krunic today played poorly. Like he's been playing really well.
No,
But
he
today he
played at
played
his
poorly.
level. That is Krunic, man. That's what you get from Krunic. That's what you get from Krunic.
He played poorly. Diaz played poorly. Ibra
Nah.
played poorly. Tonali played poorly. Lorenzo played well.
You guys
Tomori
know
was the
shit
best
about
player.
football.
Tomori
You
was
guys
the
know
best
shit
player on
about
the pitch.
I honestly don't think the midfield played that bad. I really
What?
don't think they were. I don't think that they were that bad. I don't.
Yeah.
The attack doesn't help, man. The attack doesn't help at all. You can be,
Man.
bro. You can be Iniesta and Xavi in the midfield. When you have bullshit in front of you, you will not do shit.
Guys, Krunic played that same position against Atletico Madrid and he killed it. Okay, so
Yeah, because Kessie played well, man. That's why look Krunic playing well. But
yeah,
Krunic
Kessie
played at
did
the
not
same
play
level.
well. Kessie
No,
did
that
not
is-
play well.
Roy, that is the whole point, man. Krunic played at his level. If Kessie
No,
played at his
not
level, Krunic looks good. And we win the game or we create
I
chances.
agree that if all the players are playing well, then they're all playing well. If many players are playing bad, then this affects the performance of other
In
players.
this
True.
formation, if the double pivot play bad, everyone's play bad because the double pivot connects every players with each other. This is the whole point of the double pivot.
So let's
Kessie,
fucking change it then.
Look at the fucking formation. Look where Kessie is. Kessie connects Romagnoli, Touré, Krunic, and Diaz. If he plays like shit, these four players are disconnected. They cannot play with each other. And if you put Rebic instead of Krunic, he can fix it a bit. If you put Theo Hernandez instead of Balotelli, he can hide the Kessie playing bad because they are different players. They can create something out of nothing. But in terms of game, the double pivot, if the double pivot plays like shit and doesn't know where to put a ball, all the team plays like shit.
Kessie did
But
not
when-
play well today. That is a fact. That is a fact.
But when Diaz got the ball, what did he do with it? What did Messias do it, and what did Krunic do with the ball?
When Diaz got the ball, someone of Napoli smashed him into the ground and then walked over it.
Exactly. So in
This
this
is what
formation, the double pivot's primary function is to make sure we are defensively covered. When they win the ball, they pass it to the next person. Now, were some of their passes off? Yes, some of their passes were off. But when the passes were on, they still didn't do shit with it.
Diaz got smashed in the pitch when the ball was
Come
not
on.
a proper ball.
Let's be honest.
But the ball
man.
was too long, too short,
I-
too high, too. Come on, guys.
I always-
You're telling me that he got the proper.
I
service,
always
Diaz.
defend Diaz. I always defend Diaz because I think he's a fantastic player. I love what he does. But today he got bullied like a little fucking
Yeah,
school.
he
A
got
schoolyard.
bullied.
He got bullied like a schoolyard girl, dude. That's what happened.
Yeah,
he was
that-
alone.
that's-
He
Yes,
got the ball.
but-
No one was around him.
Okay, but what does Zlatan do when he's alone? He drops back further and further. If Diaz wants to be able to turn, he needs to drop back further and get the ball and then create from further down. But instead, what happens when we start losing? We just do straight long ball.
No.
Guys, do you agree with this? Fujifield says the problem is Pioli. Get over it for fuck's sake.
I said Pioli has no plan B. And
I
stand
disagree
by
with
that.
this. I disagree with this.
I disagree with that too.
I stand by
From-
Pioli has no plan B, and he has not.
I'm sorry, but Pioli.
Milan
Listen,
Labs.
guys, Pioli cannot be the problem to, or cannot be the guy to blame with all other problems we have right now, right? Because it just wouldn't make any sense.
Milan
Pioli-
Lab is a problem.
The problem is the guys who have
I'm gonna
managed.
put myself on
have
mute. I'll be
managed-
back in like 15 minutes. 10, 15 minutes.
In my opinion, the problem is the guys who have managed to have us be almost twice as many injuries as the second team with the most injuries. We have almost 4 times as many injuries as Inter, man. It's fucking crazy. It's the fact that Rebic misses as many games due to injury as Ibra, is the fact that we haven't had Calabria in 2 months now. Magnan was out 1 month. Man, we have war numbers. It's like these guys, after they play the match, they go to war, man. It's like some war going on and they are soldiers or something. This is the problem. Pioli, while I could say a lot of stuff that Pioli does wrong, this is not the moment to criticize Pioli right now. If
Yeah.
Pioli has to play with fucking Krunic and with I don't know, with Diaz, was, in my opinion, horrible. He's been horrible in the past 6, maybe 7 games.
That's
Horrible.
not wrong,
Okay, it's just my opinion, right? Krunic is a Ballon d'Or nominee, but he is just not good enough for Milan, in my opinion. So this is the problem. We have in our team, in my opinion, we have 2 or 3 players who can create something out of nothing. Ibra, and Ibra is 40 years old. Leao, Rebic, and on his day, maybe Diaz, on his day.
What about
But so-
Hernandez?
Theo Hernandez could be there as well, but the problem is Theo Hernandez is super inconsistent.
Right now, he is. Yeah.
Well,
He's always been inconsistent.
He has always been inconsistent.
No,
Always.
not
Come on.
Always.
Always, like Theo would be the best player ever 3 games in a row or 2 games in a row, and then after that, for 1 month, he would be
He'll be back. He'll be back.
unwatchable.
You know what the problem is with Theo? He's either a 10 out of 10 or a 0 out of 10. You can't see him in the middle. He's not solid.
Yeah, I agree with that. So this is our problem. The problem is that because our team has so many game changers, if you have 2 out of 3 game changers, or not game changers, guys that can run, man. We have Leao and Rebic. Rebic presses a lot. It's not like Rebic is crazy talented, but Rebic presses a lot. And in front of the goal, he is a guy who's lethal. He goes there, he passes, or he scores. Not like Leao. And Leao who runs and can beat the man, the first man on a one-on-one. Right?
But if they're all fine and healthy, they're all going to play well, my man. It doesn't matter.
Forgot
now,
about that,
Rebic
man. It's
or-
not gonna happen.
It's not going to happen, Roy. Roy, we have... Man, yesterday we thought we were playing with Theo. We wake up today, we weren't even sure if Romagnoli was going to start, because Romagnoli had fever as well. Like, are we kidding, man? Like, I just don't understand.
Well, but that's So it's, for me, it's hard to pinpoint the players when there's this issue that is, it's undeniable that this issue is a huge problem, and this issue affects everybody. It affects everybody.
Guys, can I just make sure that some of the chat understand what I'm saying? Napoli, they missed some starters, but look who the replacement is. When they're missing Politano, they have Lozano. When they're missing Osimhen, they bring Mertens from the bench. They have Anguissa back. They have Rahmani as a center back. They have options. We don't. That's what people need to understand.
No, and let's be honest, Napoli play like shit as well, man. They find the goal with the corner, but during the 90 minutes, they didn't create.
Yeah.
They didn't play
I
beautiful
agree.
football as well.
I agree.
They were
Yeah,
like in
yeah.
the same situation in terms of creating game, playing football. You know, they were in the same situation like us.
They
But
got
their
lucky.
midfield were more solid. I have to be honest with you. Their midfield was not wasting balls. They were trying to keep the control of the game. But still, even Napoli was shit.
But guys, can
This one-
someone please tell me why the goal was disallowed? What was the
I-
actual
because-
reason?
I don't understand it either, man. Giroud was
Basically
offside.
Giroud was offside, and the referee thought, or the opinion of the referee was that Giroud was participating to the action, so that's why the goal was disallowed. In my opinion, he
Well,
was not participating, but
I
I'm
agree.
an
He
AC Milan
wasn't.
supporter. I'm an AC Milan supporter, so I don't want to. It's just a small thing. Maybe he participated. He moved his left foot, trying to get the ball. So if you move, you participating. So if KC moves to try to get a ball, he's participating, so he's offside. If he stays still, he doesn't move. He raises his hands and he says, "I'm not moving." You're not allowed to disallow that goal. But he moves.
Unbelievable.
These are the rules of football.
Unfucking believable.
What's wrong?
Everything.
What?
I can see. You know
I'm
what?
pissed off because I wanted to fight with Red John, but I'm not going to fight with him against today.
Why?
You guys are agreeing.
Today we are almost in agreement.
Well, but to be
The
honest,
world is ending.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't expect a better game than this. I just want something more from Tonali and Kessie. I want something more for whoever guy is playing in that midfield. I don't care. For me, the midfield is such an important key. That's why I was fighting with Nathan before. Oh, he's playing Florenzi or Kalulu. Doesn't fucking matter. If I play in that position, if Tonali and Kessie is in a good day, I look like fucking Dani Alves, man,
No, Florence
in
did
that
a great
position.
game.
Exactly. It
Florence did a
doesn't
really
matter
good
if he's playing Kalulu or Florenzi. Those are not the big the big or key position of our game. Kessie and Tonali is so crucial for our game because they connect everything and they play like shit. They didn't. I mean, Tonali. There was a point that he was getting the ball, he didn't know where to put the ball, and he was always late, sloppy, slow. I don't know. It was just a bad day.
Guys,
Kessie,
but
his touch was awful.
guys, well, I saw this comment from Ollie and he reminded me. He's absolutely right. Listen, I know we're missing starters, key players, but let me remind you, this is a team that's 4 points off the top. We're talking about AC Milan players, quote unquote, here. They were passing the ball out of bounds with no pressure. They was just there. I don't know what's happening with the team if they have no confidence at all. It's now reaching a point where easy passes, simple passes, they're completely throwing in and out. They mishit it. I remember a play with Ibrahimovic was through on goal, and Messias didn't through pass, which was like a shot. I don't understand it, man. What's going on? The whole thing is pissing me off at the moment from every aspect: injuries, passes, how we set up in the field, confidence. It's disappointing. It's really disappointing.
And another thing that I don't understand is that from the beginning of the season up until Mike Maignan injury, Milan played a certain way. They had a certain style of play, and they had all these intricate interchanges that were happening amongst all these players. And ever since Tatarusanu got injured, they stopped doing that. And then when Mike Maignan came back, they haven't done that. They've continued to kind of go the same way they were playing towards the last games of Tatarusanu. Like, why aren't they going back to that system that they were using when they're winning all those games?
We played the fucking best football of Italy, and in a matter of weeks, we are playing one of the worst football in Italy. How does that make sense?
I don't know. All I know is that we are neither the team that runs more in Serie A, nor the team that presses more, nor the team that runs faster. We are actually, if we look at the table of the teams that run more in Serie A, we are nearly at the bottom of it. It's fucking crazy. We just don't run, man. Our players don't run.
We don't even have shots on target, man. We're not even shooting on target. How crazy is that?
Today, another day where we don't shoot on target. It's fucking crazy. Like the only time we shot on target was the disallowed goal.
And by the way, guys, I'm so sick and tired of you. For me, Selemak should start any game. I don't care if he plays bad. He runs.
Say
he
it.
Fucking fights
Say it.
He fucking fights every fucking ball. He's always up and down in that.
I actually agree.
Preach.
He plays shit. I don't care. At least his opponent is tired at the minute 16. He's
And
tired. The Messias goes in and he fucking does whatever he wants because the ride is tired.
And if we're gonna still play this fucking formation, I agree. He should play on the left. Krunic should not play on the left. Let Salamakers play on the left. I don't know what's this obsession with Krunic is on the left.
Where's
What is
Nathan?
Pioli thinking?
Salamakers should start every game. I don't care what people think. He doesn't have quality. They want a guy that dribbles, that comes in on the left foot and shoots. That is not FIFA, man. Football is different. We saw today, Salamakers is a good player and he should play because he runs. He misses balls. He misses passes a lot, but at least he runs. He gives everything. He tries, passes, shoots from outside. I don't care, guys. He needs to start. When
I
you
don't know.
bring a better player, we can talk about it.
I don't know.
I agree.
All I know is that Napoli was playing with Petagna, Elma, Zelinski, and Lozano. All four attacking players, as far as I know. But we just cannot do that. For some reason, for us, it's impossible. It's unimaginable having four attacking players. Napoli, though, does it every week. Is the team that has conceded the least goals. But hey, that's just me.
Man, Selemakers is an attacking player, man. Stop with this thing. Some people are saying I need to be quiet. What's going on? Wake up, anyone? Anyone? Selemakers should start every game. When you have Rebic, Leao, and all, you can choose. But when you don't have them, Selemakers should start. I don't care. He covers a lot of the pitch. He runs a lot.
And it's not like we have many options. Like I would much rather him over Krunic on the left. It's a no-brainer. So yeah.
Even more, I would rather have him instead of Messias as well. Messias, in my opinion, is not a wing. Messias can play in the DS position probably, or maybe be a left wing. I would like to see Messias at the left wing as well because I like to have a left-footed player on the left wing and a right-footed player on the right wing, so they can cross balls and they can do assists for fucking Ibrahimovic. We should cross more, and we should go back to the basic. We should go back to the basic and play simple football. Go wide and cross the ball. Go wide and cross the ball. Stop doing this 1-2. We don't have that quality, or at least things are not working for us at the moment. So we should play simple.
Guys, mute.
Anyway, anyone wants to say more things? Yeah, guys. Roy, do you want to say anything?
Man, I'm looking at the chat. What is this poll, bro? The
What
poll
are you
is
saying? Oh.
no. Fat asses? Yes or no? What?
Oh my god. The 4-3-3. Everyone is asking for the 4-3-3.
Fucking 4-3-3, 4-3-1-2, 3-5-2, anything. I want something new, man. I understand we're missing players. We're so boring. It's so predictable. Other teams have studied us. They know what the fuck we're doing now. Let's do something new for once.
I don't think if Pioli is gonna try it. I mean, I don't know, man. I think it's a matter of personality and how players are performing as well. Yeah, the formation is a bit. They
And
are
also,
not interpreting the formation pretty well.
truly said, I just don't believe, and almost every coach kind of says this, that it's not the formation that's the problem. It's the things are just not going our way right now. It's not like Klopp changes the formation every time he loses 2 games, right?
Yeah.
It keeps the same formation. It's just the players have a different approach to the formation.
Yeah, man. Sometimes we just don't understand. Some players don't understand who they have around them. Sometimes they don't change their game. And you know what? Krunic on the left side is just not working. I'm sorry, it's just not working. It just doesn't give any. It doesn't give enough in that wing. Why doesn't play as a midfield? I don't know.
I just want you guys to be realistic. Look at the fucking 3 names behind Ibrahimovic. What would you expect? Look at this. Seriously, Krunic, Messias, and Diaz. I mean, I'm not trying to sound like too harsh, too pessimistic, but we saw it on the pitch. No creativity, nothing. Krunic was so bad today. Messias, Someone said in the chat he was like, I think John said too, he was like Suzo 2.0 with his weird dribbling, weird crosses. I don't know. I don't know.
Man, I'm not even against crosses, but they need to be more frequent. You need to
Yeah,
do more crosses because as normal, you're not gonna get all of them right. But if you do a lot of them, you're gonna get some of them right.
Yeah,
And
but
Ibrahimovic and everyone is gonna understand a bit and
and
position
the
of.
guy,
But
and the guy,
we do one
yeah,
every 20 minutes, one cross
yeah,
every 20 minutes.
and the guy that we shit on, and we call him Lord Castillejo, he's actually the only player that comes on and puts decent crosses. The player that we ridicule a lot.
Yeah, we need to go back to the basics. We need to cross balls.
man,
Easy, simple as that.
I think we only try to cross balls this game. To be honest, the way I saw it, at least our game plan was put the ball to the side, to either Krunic or Balotelli from the left, or Mestias on the right, or Florenzi, because Florenzi would be a little bit more like retrieved, and then put as many bodies in the box so that the cross can hit someone of us. And this is what we did and what we tried all game long. It just didn't work. The crosses were bad.
No, we didn't do it enough, man. We did like 3
No.
crosses. Balotelli
No.
did 1 cross in the first half. One.
No, one cross that actually got to Ibra's head.
No, just one. He did just one. One
No,
cross.
I think
crossed once.
we at least maybe I saw it differently. I don't know. The way I saw it is our game plan. This game was ball to the side, put as many bodies in the center,
Dude,
so
I
the
get
cross
it.
can hit someone of us.
I get it. That was our gameplay. But when we go on the right side or on the left side, we don't cross it. We just go back. We just go back and we don't cross it. Or we we do like a 1-2 and we get a corner. We don't cross it. John, if you go and watch the game again and tell me how many crosses we got from the right and the left wing.
The crosses
got
intercepted, man. That's the problem. The players went to the side with the intention of crossing. The crosses just got intercepted.
We crossed it 3 times on the right and 3 times on the left the whole second half. Losing the game, we crossed 3 times from the right and 3 times from the left. 6 crosses in 45 minutes. When you're losing a game, is not enough. You need to do 10 on the right side and 10 on the left side to get a goal. Every time you go there, you need to cross it, and cross it, and cross. Put pressure, and the defender is gonna make a mistake. It's gonna clear the ball wrongly, and you're gonna score a goal. But you have to do a lot of those, not just 1, 2. That's it. Anyway,
well, listen. Messias tried. He tried to be creative. He did put some decent crosses in. Florenzi even put a few crosses in. One that landed on Ibrahimovic's foot, and he wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, that's fucking hell, Ibra.
Balotelli, I thought this was what. Okay, I know this sounds crazy. I thought this was one of his best games for AC Milan.
Wow. It doesn't really take much. It doesn't.
He looks a little bit more composed, technically, which is maybe a positive. I can get out of it. But I mean, the crosses were coming in, but I think that the 2 players in the middle today just did not produce. That was Ibra and Diaz. Those 2 strikers there just did not produce. And Krunic also did not produce. He did not do what he was supposed to do, which was keep the ball simple, be composed, don't lose the ball, pass it, be organized. And Laird is 100% right, because if your 2 double pivots aren't working, Tonali and Kessie did not have a good game tonight. It's just a fact. He did not have a good game. He did not look composed. Tonali maybe suffered that. So when you have Ibrahimovic, Diaz, Krunic, and Kessie missing, not producing, yeah, you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win.
It's just people get confused because people watch the game and see Kessie touching a lot of balls and they think, oh, he played okay. No, man, what he does with that, what he transforms with those balls that he touches, or he gets those balls in the midfield, nothing. Nothing. It doesn't serve a decent ball to Diaz for 45 minutes, man. That is embarrassing. Diaz, Tonali and Kessie didn't give a straight ball to Diaz to actually face the goal and do something. For 45 minutes, our midfielder didn't give a decent ball to the number 10 to attempt a dribbling, to fucking shoot from the outside, to go to the wing. Nothing for 45 minutes. That is the basic of midfield in Serie A. You're playing at San Siro for AC Milan. If you're not able to do that, you need to retire.
And I want to also say something here that a retraction, maybe a correction. And it was a conversation that I had with Red John actually about Kjaer and his him not being in the team. Like psychologically, the man is a leader, and he really gives out that energy. But also technically, he's very composed, organized, and he's very good. And that gave the team a little bit more stability and possession coming out from the midfield, and it is missed. It is missed. And Calabria being this guy that is got that Milan heart, that energy, that spirit. Where is that? Nobody's doing that. Calabria is the guy who's got that. That's missed. Leao, you don't have Leao there on that wing. I mean, that's Leao. Leao owns that wing. You know, Rebic. What the fuck? What's happened with Rebic? Giroud, first game in a long time. You know, he did okay. Actually, he did okay. Ibrahimovic, he can't play every single game like this. He's going to be the next injured probably because the more minutes he plays, the more likely he's going to get injured. And yeah, it's fucked up.
It's awful, man. And now I understand why Pioli wants Theo Hernandez to go to cut inside. You know, can you see the horror? Pioli wants Theo Hernandez to cut inside and Calabria as well because he knows that these two damn ass we have as a double pivot, they don't know what the fuck to do in that midfield. So that's why it's forcing the two fullbacks to go inside and give the ball. Basically, Theo Hernandez gives more passes to Diaz in a game than Kessie. Have you seen Theo Hernandez when he runs in the middle and he gives the ball to Diaz and he does a 1-2? Yeah, because Kessie doesn't do that. That is mad, in my opinion.
But yeah, and that too. Like Theo Hernandez is so crucial to. I mean, I know that he's has not had a great form recently. Okay, to the point where Larry is saying we should sell him. I told you I don't really agree with that. But those penetrating runs that he does, when we don't have them, this team just it suffers as well. I cannot talk. Look, I'm not going to talk shit about the players. I just can't because I think that the team is there and we have the team to possibly win the Scudetto. But if they're not fucking available, never. This project is going to waste. The most important thing Milan needs to do is figure out why Inter can do a full fucking season with barely any injuries when Milan, that runs less and presses less, has triple the amount of injuries than Inter. Explain that. Address that. Because if that is an ongoing issue, you will never achieve your objectives. It's impossible.
Agreed 100%. Well said, Brian. Well said.
I mean, you cannot fucking win a race if your car stops every 5 minutes. Even if you are the best pilot and your car is the fastest one, if it's gonna stop every hour, you're never gonna win the race. It's impossible. That is what happened to us. Every time we get injured, and it's a fucking mess, man. You know what? At this point, I don't even care about Scudetto or trophies and stuff like that. Just for the joy as a supporter to see the best formation possible, to see beautiful football. You know what I mean? To see our best players being in the pitch is for that, not even to win trophies anymore. For the sake of turning on the TV and watching a beautiful game. I want people less injury for that reason, not to win a Scudetto. Can we actually have less injury so we can see beautiful football? Do we deserve that as a supporters to see Leao playing, fucking Hernandez, Calabria? We like these players. We love these players. We want to see them play. Forget about the Scudetto and the title. Just want to see that our best player play football. He's a show at the end. He's a sport. You want to see it. Nathan, are you around? Do you want to say anything?
Oh no, sorry. I had to make a call. I was in the terminal getting gas, and then I had to make a call because some shit wasn't right on my paperwork. So I went away for a little bit. But what are we talking about?
We're talking about tactically. We were talking about the fact that when we had Theo and Calabria, they like to cut inside and give the ball to Diaz, to who is in the middle, and do
Yeah,
that 1-2.
yeah.
But when we don't have them, Kessie should do that, Tonali should do that more often, and all the other players should provide more service to Diaz or to Ibrahimovic, to who is in the middle. That is the point.
Yeah, I can agree on that. But we also have to give credit to Napoli because they really phased Diaz out of the game today. Not many teams really press Diaz like that, and they did a good job of neutralizing him.
Yeah, they put a man on him.
Yeah, like what they did with what Milan did with Brozovic when we played Inter. Like we put a man, essentially put a man on him with the Krunic.
That's
Yeah.
I will say this. I will complain with Pioli on this point because when you see that he has a man in that midfield, in that central position, just fucking put Krunic in that position and bring Diaz on the left side so
Yeah,
he
that's a
can
good
actually
point.
breathe and create some chance, get some balls,
That's a good
and
point.
do a 1-2 with Balotelli. And Krunic gets that man in the
Well, you
middle,
know
and
what?
Krunic does all the.
That's a
He
pretty
didn't
good
do
point.
that.
That's a
Now
pretty
that
good
you brought that up, in the beginning of the year, Roy, we were talking about how come our front players are not dynamic enough. Then they started being too dynamic, and now they've literally gone back to not being dynamic
At all.
anymore. They're just
At
in one
all.
spot.
They're all in one spot the whole time.
Yeah, and that lack
I
of
don't
movement
understand
is
that.
another reason why these players are not getting the space that they normally get.
Yeah.
I
That's a
think
good
they're
point,
tired as
Blair.
well,
That's a very good
probably.
point that you brought that up.
And I
Very
do
good.
think, and I do agree with you, Nathan, in thinking that Napoli did a good job because at the end of the day, like Napoli, even though they didn't play great football, nothing that really impressed us, I would say.
No,
But
like they did nothing really. Like both teams honestly neutralized each other.
pretty much. But I do want to say that the way Milan was pressing really high on Napoli and very hard, but Napoli was just like going through that easily. That is like that you can't. I gotta respect that. They know how to play football. They know how to play football. Now, offensively, they did not create much. Nothing for us to be impressed with. But our first press, basically what Pioli wanted to do against Liverpool, Napoli did it against us today very well. So I got to give them respect for that.
Yeah, but I was expecting for Pioli to move a bit the things around, to bring Messias in the middle, go Diaz on the right,
That's
to
a
do
great
some
point.
stuff.
That's a great point. And he should have done that. I think if in hindsight.
And I really want Diaz to play 90 minutes for fuck's sake. I'm so tired of him getting substituted because I really believe it's not his fault if he doesn't get proper ball. And in my opinion, most of the time it's a foul on him. But because he's a small guy, they don't give him a foul. That is the whole thing. But most of the time it's a foul as well. But anyway, I don't care about that. Just to clarify about the injuries, when Leao is supposed to come back?
I don't know, but we only have one game left really against Empoli, and then
Yeah, but after that it's 2 weeks, man. It's not like
Right.
a month. 2 weeks and we are back.
I would hope that by January the whole team is back. How
I
can
don't
they
think
not?
Rebic is gonna be back.
Still?
No, I don't think Rebic is going to be back probably at the end of January.
What about Calabria?
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing I don't like about our team. That is not clear when the players are coming back. It's quite vague. Quite vague. Every time it's vague. Calabria was supposed to come for the Napoli game. Now he's going to come in January. And January, what does it mean January? Is the 1st of January or the 31st of January? Sorry, the 30th of January.
I don't know.
Because January is a 30-day month.
It is vague. I heard January too, but he's supposed to be back in January.
January.
Right.
There is 6 games in January to play.
Oh, dude, Inter's schedule in January is literally like crazy. It is literally Milan, Napoli, Champions League, Roma, Atalanta. Like it's that crazy. Ours is okay, not like that, but Inter maybe can lose a bunch of points. If they don't lose points in January, then I don't know what to tell you.
No, my thing is if they don't get one injury by accident in January, and we of course gonna get 3 for a week.
Right.
3 injuries a week. I know that. If we're lucky, 3 a week, because something is gonna happen. Some people are gonna get a ear problem. Some people are gonna get a ass problem. Anyway, they're gonna get some problems. I know, weird problems as well. Teeth. They're gonna get problems, but if Inter doesn't get any injury in that, schedule, that tough schedule, and we get injury out of nothing, that is clear.
Yeah, it's clear something is wrong. Something is 100%.
It's just clear. Just play the Primavera. Fuck it. Just give the guys a month rest. Play the Primavera for 5-6 games. There's no point. Just play the Primavera and the Gabbia and Kalulu and these guys.
Yeah.
Maldini. Play them for a month. Send these guys all on holiday to rest in an island on the sun. Chill, do another physical preparation, and bring them back. Because
bring them back for the last 2 months.
For the last 2 months, because there's no point. It's a joke. Carlo Moretti's around, man.
Pioli believes AC Milan played one of the best games. In Napoli lost and hits out offside call. What is this? Best games? How would he say it?
Because Napoli didn't really create shit, and so for him, that's probably like a good job. But
I mean probably he was expecting so bad from that formation that he actually was surprised. We got some chances.
We had one shot on goal, and it was from Ibra running in a negative angle to shoot the ball.
That's if he actually said that, I really wonder how if he's saying that because he just needs to say it to protect the team, or because it's true Napoli didn't create much, but Milan did not play well at all today. Like that's not how you play football. That's not how you.
No, it wasn't a good game. It was really sloppy, really.
Yeah.
Like, my God, I was getting nervous when the players were doing passes because the pass was coming 3 seconds later, and it's like, when are you gonna pass that fucking ball? And touches after touch, it was just ugly.
Larry, that's a good point. How many times y'all notice we do one-touch passing on the field?
That is a sign that the player doesn't have quality. When I see Tonali, because he keep that ball, when the pass is there, you have the pass, just do the pass. Or Clooney, keep the ball when he has the pass to do it. What are you waiting? Just keep the ball.
But you need to practice these things as well. Like I don't know. Like
too late, man. 27 years old is
excuse me, guys, but let's be honest, man. We've seen them play that kind of football. Like we know.
That's my point. Like how many times did we see it? Like it stopped for a long time now.
But when, like this season, we didn't really express any wow kind of football. Like The only
I- that's
good
not-
games that I can remember of us having a really, really good game was the game against Lazio. Every other game has been a struggle.
Well,
Even the game versus Roma has been a struggle. Even the game versus Atletico, which we love to mention a lot, it's not like we did something. Wow, we scored a goal. That game we didn't really create chances or played beautiful football. We scored a goal, and
Well,
Atletico did it. That's it.
I disagree with that. Milan has shown moments in big games that they can play good football, beautiful football to look at, but just good technical football, and they look like they're going to hurt you. But against Napoli tonight, I mean, I'm not saying they always did that, but they have done that this season. But against Napoli tonight, we almost never saw that.
I'll tell you what. The last 20 minutes against Napoli, we played well. We started to play well. Not the best football ever, that, like Pioli is saying, but we played well. I would be really happy if they play like this the whole game.
And let me
the
say
last 20
something,
minutes.
Laird, to that. Those last 20 minutes, Salamakers came in for Krunic, and Giroud came in
Giroud,
for
Ibra together,
for
so
Ibra.
they were helping each other.
So the formation at that point was
Of
a 4-4-2. And Napoli played a very their defense, the way Napoli defended was very interesting. But it is true that Milan, after Salamakers and Giroud came in, they did play better.
Yeah, I think Krunic was a limitation today on that left wing. I don't know. It didn't have any purpose in that position today.
Should we play
Live,
both
but-
together then? Should we
No, but-
play Salamakers on the left and Macias on the right?
But that's not the problem. We only play them because the other players are injured. Like Krunic is not my problem this game. That's Krunic. Like we have talked about this before. Even when Krunic had the best game of his life, I've told you that Krunic having the best game of his life does not change you the game. Does not win you the game. That is Krunic, right? My problem is not with Krunic this game. My problem is with Diaz. Diaz was the worst Hakan that I've ever seen. Was Diaz today? Like. Unwatchable. Like every single ball that he got, he would get smashed into the ground.
Okay,
Every single pass wrong. Every
Yeah.
single
No, it's
wrong.
not.
But hold on. Let's also acknowledge what Nathan said. Like Napoli did a really good job at not letting him play. You
Like,
got to give
look
it
at-
to Napoli.
Look at what Tomori does to skillful players. Tomori does not give them the time of day to control
Guys,
the ball and then turn.
That's
what
guys,
a good defender does.
guys,
That's what it is.
guys. But this is how players. This is how Haaland plays every game. This is how every good player plays every game. And they have another guy who's there beating their ass. This is what separates a good player from a really good player.
But look
Okay,
at Diaz's
John,
size.
can I
Like,
correct
if
you?
we-
Can I?
And
No, I have to correct
Diaz,
John in this.
and Diaz has been in this shit
No.
form
Right.
for the last 6-7
I
games.
also want
man.
to.
It's not a day.
Before Larry, I just want to say something. But I also want to admit that the whole Napoli team, all their players looked physically solid, more solid and stronger than all of our players. And of
But
course,
John-
Brahim Diaz is our weakest player, but
No.
physically, Napoli is either they're better in general, and that's why they're doing so well in the Serie A, or they're going through their form is better than ours right now.
Yeah,
Right.
Listen,
No, but John, I have to correct you because you're gonna
Okay,
go away
okay,
from what you say.
okay.
You say something that is not true.
Hmm,
You,
tell me.
you have to tell me when in this game Brahim Diaz does a wrong pass on the final third.
35,000 games, man. Are you
No,
kidding?
no, 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 no. In
30,000.
this game,
30,
don't
peak-
go generalize. Don't generalize. Tell me in
Peak-
this during
peak-
this game what situation Brahim Diaz does a wrong pass to
Peak-
on the final third.
Kessie gives him the ball. Ibra is in front of him. So, on the right side, there's Krunic. And he tries to give the ball to Macias and just gives the ball to the fucking defender. Macias is 2 meters away from him. Just gives the ball to the defender, man. It's fucking great that. He just gives the ball passes the ball to the defender. And that's one of the 1,000 cases in this game.
No, it wasn't Diaz in that moment.
Okay.
That was
It
Florenzi. You're
No,
mistaken with Florenzi.
It was Diaz.
The
It was
1-2
Diaz.
with Ibra.
No, not the 1-2 with Ibra. He tried to give the ball to Macias, who was 3 meters away from him, trying to to give him a lob pass, and he just passed to the defender, destroyed our attack. Napoli went on the counter, but it doesn't matter. Diaz has done this since forever.
I don't. I think that's unfair, man, because Diaz has looked really good, man, this season.
What do you guys?
Actually, sorry, let
Oh,
me
go
just
ahead.
finish.
Go finish.
Like,
Yeah, go ahead.
last season, you're saying, I don't agree with Pioli, Çalhanoğlu being in that cam position, being like a Midzala that plays an advanced midfielder. You're like, I want to see a real number 10 that creates, that does shit. Like, we started to see that with Diaz in the beginning of the season, and it looked great. I was like, yeah, this looks better than Çalhanoğlu for sure.
But there's an element missing.
But right now, you cannot say that he's playing well. You really cannot say that.
No, he's not getting balls, man. He's not getting the ball, the proper ball. That's it. Stop with blaming Diaz.
No, but stop with this. He's not getting the ball, man, because Diaz does not play.
No, but John, he's not getting the ball.
Stop with this. Diaz does not play as a striker, man. He plays as a cam. The cam goes and gets the ball.
He doesn't get a ball.
Wrong. The cam goes and gets the ball himself. He doesn't wait for Kessie to pass the ball. That's not how it works.
But guys, look at it also this way.
That's actually true.
Oh my God.
Look at it also this way.
He didn't pass the ball. He's the guy who should pass the ball to the others. He's not the guy who is expected.
Well, but John, if from Touré to Romagnoli, the ball doesn't come to him because Kessie doesn't know what to do with the ball. He gets a foul. He doesn't do anything.
He goes and makes it easier for Kessie to pass the ball. That's it.
But there is one element missing to another reason why Diaz was playing good, and the same thing goes for Leao and Teo, and that's Rebic. Rebic's movement is key
makes it easier for everyone.
For a lot of these players. So when Diaz gets the ball, if Zlatan is standing in one spot, he's going to be marked by 3 players, so you can't pass to him. We know what our winger situations are like anyways, so now he's forced to do more than what he should. When Rebic is there, he creates space for not only Leao and Teo, but even for Salamakers. He takes attention away because of his movement. And Diaz played the best when Rebic was there. At least that's what it was to me.
I am sorry, but even in the games which Diaz played really, really well, the team as a whole was functioning perfectly, right? And Diaz would score the goal. It's not like during the game Diaz would give really good balls to strikers, create something. Like Diaz is that guy. Like Diaz could be
but that is
really good. Diaz is not right now.
That is the job of the number 10, man.
And this is the issue.
Do you hear what he's saying? You're not hearing what he's saying.
Can I finish my thing?
No, but do you hear what he's saying? No, you cannot finish because you're saying something crazy.
But
Diaz plays well just when the team.
Just let me say the crazy stuff.
Let him finish.
Just let me
but he's saying the same thing for the last 20 minutes.
No.
Diaz is playing bad.
Let it be for 21 minutes. Let him finish.
Yeah, exactly.
Let him finish and then respond.
My problem is not Diaz and Hakan. My problem is we don't actually have another cam in the team, and we just don't. We don't have another cam who is viable, who you can put in there and he can compete with Diaz. This is my problem.
And I'm telling you, John, whatever cam you put
I know what you're gonna say. Kessie passes the ball wrong. The cam is not gonna work.
Minutes. Exactly. Whatever cam you put there, you put Messi there. If Kessie puts his Timberland and he runs in San Siro, that's what's gonna happen.
You are wrong, man. You are wrong.
I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong.
Yes,
that's gonna happen, man.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, whatever.
Laird, I'll say this. Laird, I'll say this. When I watch other teams play, if their cam is not getting the ball, they go get it themselves.
But this is how every cam plays, man. But
this is where I agreed with actually.
That's what I've seen. That's what happens.
No, Nathan. I'll expose this straight away.
Maybe here Pioli should have done the adjustments and put Krunic in the middle.
Because look at
put Diaz on the wing. I think that's what
Nathan. How many? No, John, you talked enough, man. You talked enough. I want to say mine now. When we played against Lazio, the number 10 of Lazio. The number 10 of Lazio, when we played against Lazio, how many balls he got? The guy, the Serbian guy,
Man,
Milinkovic Savic.
He's not the cam. He's Luis Alberto. Is the cam.
Whatever, Luis. Okay, he's not the cam. Luis Alberto. How many balls Luis Alberto won in that game? When
Lazio,
we in the midfield.
Again, it's what your analysis is wrong because we dominated Lazio. Lazio did not have possession that game. We had the possession.
The midfield of Lazio didn't play properly. Of course, we dominated, but the midfield of Lazio didn't give him enough balls.
No, we had the ball more than Lazio, man. We
that
dominated.
That is your narrative.
We did have the ball more. We definitely had the ball more than Lazio.
And when Lazio got the ball, the number
100%. 100%. We got the ball against Napoli. Napoli didn't really do much, man. We just weren't good enough to do something.
Like Diaz has to know that when he's surrounded by 4 players for the entire game, he has to drop deeper and get the ball back. He can't just stay in one spot.
Is it?
Yo, we got Ancelotti in the house. What's up, man? What did you see?
Oh, Ancelotti. It's not here at the moment.
All right. I'm here now.
Yeah, man.
To be honest, I'm really, really, really sad for this match. Anyway,
Why?
I'll say the defeat goes to Pioli. I keep saying this thing from day one when it comes to Ibrahim Diaz. When Ibrahim Diaz is playing with a physical side, there's nowhere to be found. Post-COVID affected his play. I know he played very well before the COVID, but post-COVID, and again, Pioli is not technically inclined. You know that Diaz has declined, and you keep playing him in that same role. Krunic and Diaz can play together. Right. We have Salemakers in the bench. We have Samu Castillo in the bench. Why? Or can't you try to bend the formation? Can't you play 4-3-3? Is there any problem when you play Benacer, Tonali, and Kese in the midfield? I want to understand. Is there any problem with that? Because these oppositions knows that we are stick with 4-2-3-1. When he tried to be industrious, try to make it a flexible formation, he's a manager. He knows the best for the team. We are playing someone like Agostio in the midfield with them, man. Two physical players. You don't expect Diaz to perform well. And Spalletti is a very intelligent manager. What he did, he took off the man and brought in on that physical play again. The guy from Slovakia, I don't know his name, the midfielder that came in.
Yeah, the short guy.
Yeah, to cause more mayhem in the midfield for Diaz. That is why they had to take him off.
But Ancelotti, that's my problem. If a midfield is on Diaz, Kessie is fucking free, man, and he's playing like an idiot.
He's not free because the midfield's been flooded.
Yes, he's free.
They're not free. He's not free because the midfield's been
wow.
flooded.
Because there is a man on Diaz, man.
Larry, can they both be playing badly? To say that Diaz played badly just because of Kessie is
no, Roy, I'll tell you, when Diaz gets the ball and he mispasses all the last passes on the final third, I'll tell you he played bad. But when Diaz doesn't get any fucking ball from the midfield, I cannot blame the guy because the job of the number 10 is to transform the ball that comes from the midfield to chances. But if the midfield doesn't give him balls to create chances, how the fuck we can judge him as a player or his performance? Even when he left the pitch, Pioli decided to put Selemakers on the left and keep Messias on the right because he understood that in the middle, our midfielder were not able to give any ball to Diaz, to Ibrahimovic, to anyone, and he put fucking Giroud in the middle.
Anyway, what I would say in this general transfer markets, we know the issues with our players. Let me tell you. If Napoli is in their full squad, right, and Milan is in their full squad, that midfield, that attacking midfield trend, that attacking midfield is not existing. I'm not telling the gospel truth. If we have Rebic
who's
and Leao,
who's attacking midfield?
No, it's only Diaz we have in that role.
Oh, you mean the position?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only Diaz we have in that. It's only Diaz we have in that natural role. Right now, okay. Now there's a rumor that Samu Kasihu is leaving. When he leaves, right, we are stuck to it Salimekas and Messias. What about the attacking role, the attacking midfield role?
Well,
We have only Diaz.
Right, and they probably are going to get another player there because they probably have to. But I want to ask you something. If AC Milan is fully fit with the whole squad at full fitness and Napoli is fully fit, full squad, these same rosters, like what I think Milan would beat Napoli, guys.
I don't know. I don't.
No,
the reason
I
why,
don't think
the
so.
reason I don't think so is
I don't think so because in that midfield they have Luis, Marcos, what was his name? Luis, the Spanish guy, Fabian Luis. Fabian Luis is lost in that midfield. He was off injured. You see, Victor Osimhen is up front. Lorenzo Insigne is not there. Koulibaly is not there. In the left back,
no. You bring a good point. Look, they have a very first 11 is awesome. Let's just be honest. It's really
and they
awesome.
have bench as well. They have bench.
And they have bench too. And they have bench.
Elmas was all over the place. And you can't compare Elmas with Krunic.
No, they have they have a good team. They have a good team. And they've built this team for a long time. They've been building this team for a very long time.
Yeah.
So I still think Milan would. No, I don't know, man. You're bringing good points. I'm still kind of thinking Milan could do. Maybe have a San Siro. They could beat Napoli. They should beat Napoli at the San Siro.
We're never gonna know because we're never gonna see a fully fit Milan.
Exactly. We need an attacking midfielder. We need someone that can fit Ibrahimovic at his age at the moment. We don't have someone like that. You know, Real Madrid, they have some players that is lost in their team. Someone like Isco is not playing. Someone like Denis Ceballos is not playing. These are playmakers, natural playmakers.
I was saying bring Isco to the club right away.
Bring Isco.
Are you kidding me?
There's Isco, there's Denis Ceballos.
Guys, Isco was supposed to be a no-brainer. You bring Isco to Milan today.
Bro, Isco is technically very good, but he will not make it. He does not have the energy or the pressing abilities to play this formation. If we switch to like a 3-4-1-2, then yes, but in our current formation, he would not make it.
3-4-1-2. Who will play behind the two strikers? That's the problem now.
So
that would be Isco. That would be Isco or Diaz.
Right.
That's who would play there. But in a 4-2-3-1, there's no way Isco would survive.
So listen, okay, so right now the reality is that Milan does not have a real replacement cam, but I do not know because if again Leao and Rebic are not injured, then let's say Pioli wants to use Messias as the cam, Leao on the left, and Salamakers on the right. We know that's what he likes to do. He doesn't like to put three attacking players across. He likes to have one which is less attacking. So I don't know. We haven't seen the team with Messias be the attacking midfielder because he's also supposed to be an attacking midfielder and a right winger, right? He's supposed to be both.
I'll be right back. I gotta make a call.
That is the problem we are having in Milan. We always experiment. There's no time for experimentation at the moment. What we need is results.
Guys, the midfield needs to play football. The midfield needs to play football, guys.
Yeah, Messias on the left, Messias on the middle, Messias on the left, Messias on the middle, Messias on the right. We don't need all these things. We need players. We need player on player. We don't need to experiment in that trend.
No, guys, you can put Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. If the two midfielder is me and Roy, we lose the game. The midfield is the core of this formation. And he's playing so bad. These 3 months of football, our midfield was the worst. Our players in midfield are the worst. They're performing the worst,
now,
in my opinion.
Laird,
all of them. I'm not saving anyone.
Laird, can you maybe make an argument that this 4-2-3-1 is maybe giving too much responsibility to these two pivots, right? Because they have a
Yes.
lot of space that they need to cover.
Yes, exactly.
And maybe that's maybe it is time for a change. Maybe
Yes,
it is.
it's time for a change. To me, we should go for 4-3-3. We should go for a 4-3-3 formation. It will help.
We should get rid of Kessie first of all, straight away in the January, because I don't think we should keep players that are not motivated to stay at AC Milan.
Yes.
That it's you know what, we tried.
Guys,
it's not working.
Guys,
just fuck it.
This comment here is beautiful. I love it because it's true. This is what Hakan did. This is definitely what Hakan did. But I'd like better what Diaz does, though. I prefer what Diaz does. But it is true. Hakan, when he played in that attacking midfield role, he made the midfielders not so isolated.
Yes.
Come on, man. He didn't hit the target once, man. An entire season, he didn't hit the target once.
One thing for this formation, this 4-2-3-1, yeah, is a good formation. But if you have an attacking midfielder that is hardworking and a good passer of the ball, if you have someone like Piotrek Zielinski in our team as attacking midfielder, and you have someone like Kessie and Tonali in that midfield, it will work very well. Because Zielinski is good in defending and attacking. Diaz is a featherweight.
But we've seen that when he put Benacer in there as the attacking midfielder, right? Because we've seen Milan play sometimes with two pivots and an extra midfielder like this. So basically, Krunic, Kessie, Tonali, and Benacer, right? Benacer is the number 10. We've seen that in the last 20 minutes of a game. To be honest with you, it didn't look anything special to me, man.
I won't say Benacer is a natural attacking midfielder. It's more of a deep line playmaker.
Yeah, that is true. That is definitely true. Yeah.
Yeah. We need somebody that is attacking minded. We need someone that is attacking minded. Someone that can go to attack and defend.
Like a Renato Sanchez, maybe.
Renato Sanchez. We need an attacking midfielder that has vision. We don't have this. That's why our strikers are isolated.
Ancelotti, we don't have good midfielders at the moment. That is the fact. That's what we're saying, basically.
AC Milan is really frustrating me.
I
wonder how go to work tomorrow. I don't know how to go to work.
No, dude, you go there with your chin up, man.
Because this lot they will attack me tomorrow. I won't have peace of mind tomorrow.
Are they? Yeah. But they're not Napoli fans, right?
No, we have a Napoli fan.
Oh, you do?
I was watching the match. It was messaging me, telling me that they will see at work. I have to block him on Facebook.
Yo, but listen. Let's congratulate Napoli because I think they're having a great season, and I think that physically they're better than us right now, for sure.
But all the Serie A is better than us.
That is true. Actually, that is true. The whole of Serie A is better than us.
Since Pioli signed his contract, he lost everything.
No, it's not that, guys. It's just we need to get rid of these players, guys. Kessie is not good. Bakayoko is not good. Bring on guys like, Pobega. I've seen Pobega play football, man. He has an incredible left.
Yeah, Pobega. This guy is scoring goals. He's fucking doing assists. What the fuck?
Listen, forget about the goals and the assists. Have you seen him? How he treats the ball, man? How precise he's on the ball.
That's good.
The way he passes the ball, the way he stops the ball, the way he looks at the pitch before he passes the ball. This is another level, man. At that age, Kessie was always running like an idiot in the pitch.
I have to agree with you. But Kessie, I don't know. Actually, no, I can't really agree with you the whole way. Kessie, to me, has always, since first day I saw him play football, I thought he was special. Like, this guy is special. Like, this guy is
Kessie was good. Yeah, I've always liked Kessie too, but in terms of Pobega, how come the fans are the only ones that see this.
No, listen. The management sees it as well, but the management thought that
I
Kessie.
don't know.
Listen, the management thought that Kessie is gonna have another a good season. We all thought. Don't say that, Nathan. This summer we were all like, "Oh, the midfield is good."
Well,
Yes.
but the messaging,
Yes,
the messaging.
we were like, Kessie is good, Tonali is good, Benacer is good, Bakary is gonna do the job. We were all like this. Now he's there playing all like shit. No one. I can save anyone.
Well, actually, no. I was very disappointed. I was very angry at the management when the messaging that came out was that Pobega is going to go back on loan, that he doesn't fit the double pivot. It's like all this negative messaging that was coming out.
Yeah.
For
Despite
him.
having a good preseason too. That's the other shameful
Despite
thing.
having
He had a good preseason.
Yeah.
But then we get Bakayoko. Okay, good.
Well,
job, guys.
I like Bakayoko. I think Bakayoko is a really good player. But
he's not a bad player, but come on, man. Pobega was literally, he was ready for us, man. He was ready.
I think so too. I think so.
I don't know if he was ready this summer, but definitely
not to start, but to at least be on the team and come in.
But Nathan, at that age, he needs to play, man. It's not like staying on the bench. He scored 6 goals and 2 assists, man. It's better to play with Torino than stay in the bench for.
I have a question. So in this, for what you have seen so far, now we're heading into January transfer window. Who do you think, or where do you think that we need major reformation?
Cam and right wing.
Medical
the same thing
staff.
for 1,000 years.
Milan Lab. Milan Lab needs to be burnt to the ground.
What are you saying, right wing? Nathan, it's not the right wing, man. Get out of this club.
Right wing and Cam.
No, get out of Pellegrini needs to go out from this club. Kessie needs to get out of this club. Casti needs to get out of this club. Conte needs to get out of this club. Stop with the right wing and the cap. That is those guys, bro.
Listen, guys, listen to me.
Come on, man.
Listen to me, guys.
Right wing and
listen to me, guys. Milan Lab was a great initiative. It was a great experiment. They had a vision. It didn't work. Just close it down, put it in the museum, and start something new. Because what you're doing is not working.
Yeah, but if they don't do it, then you still need to get players.
All right. So as far as players, the way I see it, honestly, and to be more specific to Ancelotti, your question, look, I don't know, man. For me, the players we have are good. Any other player that is going to come to Milan is going to make it better. My issue is just, Renato Sanchez. I would like to see Renato Sanchez at Milan.
I would like to see him in the hospital of AC Milan. Yeah, I love it to see him.
That's the thing.
Chilling.
That's a problem.
What the fuck? Guys, it's not like this. It's not you solve these problems like this. Pellegrini needs to get out of this club, man.
Okay, but that's not the question, bro. The question was who do you
You don't need to replace him. Leao is going to play as a striker if you need it.
We know Leao is a striker.
No, he's better than Pellegrini.
He got better, though.
He is better than Pellegrini. And Leao, listen to me. Leao needs to learn how to play as a striker.
Yeah, I think
needs to learn.
I think this
one
season
day or another he needs to learn.
I think this season when he was played there, he looked much better.
I don't know about that. Leao needs to stay as a left winger.
No, I agree with that.
Pellegrini stopped the development of Leao.
No,
get out of my club.
No,
it is. Yeah, it is because the day. Listen to me. The day.
Look.
You said once. I'm explaining why. The day you played.
What position did Leao play at Lille? Do you know?
I don't care, man. Lille is a kid.
You don't know. Okay. You don't know.
No, he's a kid. Leao is a kid at Lille.
You don't know.
He's developing. He's growing as a football player.
You
guys,
don't know.
Leao is good for the team, guys. Like
Leao. No, I'm not saying get rid of him, but Leao was a support striker. If we played a 4-4-2 or a 3-4-1-2 or a 4-1-3-2, any formation with 2 strikers, Leao as a shadow striker would be perfect.
Yeah, I think.
But as a single striker, he is not built for that.
I agree.
Yes, he can do it. He can do it.
Okay.
He can do it. Stop with this bullshit nonsense.
Hold on. He can do it. He's gotten better at it. We haven't seen him do that though. I haven't seen
because Pellegrini plays, get injured after 10 minutes, and we put Leao
Now,
after.
I'm
but-
So
sorry.
why
When
would we
Leao
keep
plays
that?
striker, I can see that he does not know the right runs to make.
He has to learn it, Nathan. We,
Bro,
we
at
need
20,
him to learn.
he should already know it, bro. I'm sorry, he should already know it.
no, but okay, but let's be honest, guys. Last
He
season,
should already know.
last
He
season,
played an entire season as a striker.
when he was played as a center forward, like it did not look good, guys. Come on,
Exactly.
Larry,
He
it did
doesn't.
not
He
look
doesn't
good.
know the runs, man. I'm telling you. I don't care if I've never been a professional player. I played forward for 30 years, bro. I'm telling you, he does not know the right runs to make.
You can
I'm
tell
telling you.
he doesn't.
Nathan, I'm
know
telling
the
you,
position.
Pellegrini shouldn't be at Milanello.
I
Leao
agree.
should be our third striker
No,
or fourth
no,
striker.
no.
Yes,
He does not need to
yes.
play striker
In
unless
case
it's
of
a striker.
emergency, no. Listen to me. You have to let me finish. In a case of emergency, Leao should be our striker, and we should play a football of a counter-attack football. So stay close and go on a counter-attack with Leao, with Rebic.
Rebic is better playing striker.
No. Listen to me.
Yeah,
Rebic
for
plays
sure.
better as a wing.
Yes.
No, this is my.
Rebic, if
I don't
you're
know.
talking about an
Nathan,
emergency
these are
striker,
opinions.
no,
Nathan,
no,
I'm
no,
telling
no,
my
Larry,
opinion. Can I
no,
finish my opinion? You're
No,
not letting me
because you're
finish
saying
my
something
opinion.
wrong. You're saying something wrong. That's
No,
what
it's
you
not
always
wrong.
say.
It's
You're
not
saying something
proven,
wrong,
man.
you
It's not
can't
proven.
finish.
You're not saying that. Yeah, Leao played as a striker against Atalanta. We won 2-0 previous year.
Oh, wow,
Counter
we're
attack
gonna
with
use
Leao.
we're gonna use one game out of a fucking 100 games in a year to say that he
He
can play
played.
forward.
Nathan,
called
he played
cherry
as a
picking.
striker against Sassuolo. We won. He plays as a striker against Sassuolo. We won. He
Who?
plays as a striker against Leao. As a striker
But
against
not as a sole striker.
not a solo striker.
Oh, you're talking last season.
Last season, I'm telling you
okay,
all the games that Leao played
Okay,
and he
sure,
scored
sure.
and we won.
Yeah,
He
we
played
won
a lot of games. And actually,
Larry,
Leao forced it.
That's
against
cherry
Atalanta.
picking.
Against Atalanta too. The
Against
biggest game.
Atalanta, against Spezia, we won 2-0.
But-
Against Sassuolo, against Verona, he played as a striker and we won 2-1.
As a lone striker,
Against Cagliari,
Lecce.
he played as a striker. He can play as a striker. And you know what? When he plays as a striker, the teams goes for the counter attack. They don't throw the ball. They throw the ball to him
You
on
can
the
say
in the
this
space.
1,000 times. It's not going to change. I'm sorry.
I'm not trying to convince you, man. I'm not trying. This is my
You
opinion.
don't got to convince me.
I-
I know that he's not an effective forward. I already know.
This is
You
my
don't have to
opinion.
tell me
Ancelotti asked me, what do you think is the solution? The solution is stop putting dead wood in the squad, so they stop the development of certain players. Just let that spot for Leao when Ibra and Giroud are not available. Leao plays as a striker or Rebic. Stop putting dead wood in Milanello. Stop. Get out all these people. KC, get him out. Bring Adli or Pobega.
Man,
So-
I don't care.
Okay. Right now, they say we should make like now the management can make a total reformation in January. Probably they might bring it, let's say 2 players in this January. So what position do you think that they will bring in, knowing that in January 3rd there's AFCON, Kese is leaving, Benassa
Well,
is leaving,
I'll go first.
Balotelli is leaving. So right now, that midfield there's a hole at the moment.
Okay, so a few things about that. First of all, I think we don't. Is AFCON happening? Do you
Yes.
know? It is happening for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. We do know that they need a defender because of the character. They want to get a defender. So the question is, Benacer, Kessie are out.
Yeah.
Those are 2 of them. Kessie is Pioli's favorite midfielder. He is the midfielder that Pioli never subs out. He is a midfielder that plays every game, all game. Sorry, I'm
No
gonna
matter
have to.
what.
let
Go ahead.
me-
Yeah, me. It's me.
So the question is, who's going to take that role? Is
Exactly.
Bakayoko going to be able to do it? Is
No
Tonali
chance.
going to be able to do it? And then who else is left? Krunic. So obviously they're going to have to either bring back Adli, bring him in, and start his journey with Milan in January, or bring back Pobega, or they have to get a midfielder. They
Exactly.
have to. And we have already a lot of midfielders.
How about the attacking midfield? That's our problem.
Yeah, but that's the thing. These guys are not. Maybe they want. So the question is this: because they are forced to get a defender, are they going to get another attacking midfielder?
Exactly.
think
That's
so.
the problem now.
That's why I said they got us. I understand Kyer is very important, but as long as we have Tomori, you could put almost pretty much anyone there. We've got to just stop focusing on defense as if that is the biggest problem. Our defending today was good. Our offense had created one shot. I understand how important defense is and how important Kyer is, but the defense does not help the offense get shots on goal. We have to get offensive players.
Yes,
Like, it's an emergency at this point. Look at our substitutions.
you're right.
Look at our substitutions. A fucking defender is not going to fucking fix that. We need offensive players.
Yes.
Nah, guys, you're completely wrong.
I'm sorry. Oh,
you
you're
guys,
like Kayer's going to come in and score 3 goals for us.
yeah, you
right.
guys are completely
You're right.
wrong. You're completely wrong.
You're right there.
You guys look at football in such a superficial way.
You're right.
You don't
You're right,
really
Larry.
see.
You're right.
You don't see the connection between positions. You don't really see it.
You're right, Larry. You're absolutely right.
I honestly tell
What
you.
do you say? What do you mean?
I'm honestly get the best number 10 of the league. Put it to AC Milan. He's not gonna get a ball because the midfield is bad. You are telling me to buy more attacking players with this shit midfield. I'm telling you, we need good midfielders.
Again,
we need good midfielders.
A real Cam will go back and get the ball if he's not getting it.
But okay, guys. But let's
do what, Nathan? If he gets the ball in the midfield, do what?
Then he can turn.
He
But
gonna
if he
do a
gets the
simple
ball-
pass and
if
go
he
back in
gets-
that position.
Listen.
But
That
guys-
is wrong.
There is no
Tactically
way
it's
we can
wrong.
change. There's no way we can change the whole
fucking
team
hell,
in
guys.
January.
That is wrong. If the number 10 comes in the midfield to get a ball, he's wrong. Something is wrong in our
Yeah,
game.
but it has to
Alright,
be.
let's
The number
not-
10
let's not-
shouldn't do that. Come
Alright,
on,
that's not true.
guys.
That's not true.
Fucking Lautaro Martinez doesn't go in the midfield to
That's
get the
not-
ball.
but
Because
Lautaro
Martinez
Martinez
is
is not-
fucking
and
Cam.
Akan
He's
does
not
the
a
job
Cam.
properly.
That-
He's
Laird-
a
Laird-
push.
Cam.
Yes, he's the second striker. Stop it with this bullshit.
Laird, come on. Now
Now
I can't agree.
guys.
I can.
No, you guys
I
are
can't-
crazy. You
does
guys
go
are
to-
crazy, man.
There is no
Actually-
way we can change a whole team in January. It is not done that way. This team,
we
this
don't
this
need to change it. We don't
KCA,
need to change it.
Benacer, and Tonali have been playing for, let's say, 2 years in a row now. You see, that we have some. The problem right now is attacking midfield. If it's working, the midfield
It's
will be
not
working.
that the problem.
It's not
It's
We
not
need,
that the problem.
we, need,
Believe
we,
me.
we need a feeder. We need a feeder.
It's
we
not
need
that
a
the
feeder.
problem. Ancelotti, why
I
we
don't know,
win
man.
games when the midfield plays well?
I will insist.
Why we win games when the midfield plays well?
I'm sorry, guys, but I will insist that we have a team that could even go far into the Champions League.
Exactly.
But we can't use it. We can't use this team. Never.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The thing is that if Diaz is not playing well, they put pressure on his double pivot. That's how it works. If Diaz doesn't play well, he put pressure on his double pivot because he doesn't hold the ball. I watched the match. The ball have been bouncing in Diaz's leg for all the while he has been there. From 0 minutes to 7 minutes, he was substituted. The ball have been bouncing in his leg. He can't hold. He can't make any proper pass.
His touches are wrong.
I am not blind. I'm not blind here.
I know. I think Laird is over defending Diaz tonight.
I'm not defending Diaz, man.
We need a player that can hold the ball, give us strength, has vision, that can help the attackers and the midfielders in defending.
That player doesn't exist in January. It doesn't exist. It costs 18 million. It doesn't exist.
When you go to if you go to Brazilian league, it is there. When you go to Belgium league, it is there.
Ancelotti, where I am going to stay firm is on this: that if our team was healthy, Diaz would be playing really well. But he can't, because nobody in our team can play continuously, normally, because they're always playing, maybe doing what they should, doing things that they shouldn't be doing, or there's different combinations. You put Leao there, you put Rebic there, You put Diaz, you put Giroud, you put Ibra, you put Messias, and they keep rotating. Diaz is going to play well, man. This team cannot do what it can. Now, okay, arguably, sure, you can say, yeah, we need to get another ACM. That's fine. I'm all about making the team better and better. But I'm going to stay firm on this, guys. Milan Lab is a problem. It's a problem.
It is, but we still need. I agree with you, Roy, when you say that this team, we do have a team that could actually go far and do positive things, but we still need better players when we're rotating. Even like if you take the Milan out of the Lab out of the equation and just look at our quality and our depth, it's not there. So we still need players who could actually replace our starters.
All right. Okay. And
But
the
I
players
agree that
I
the
would
Lab
want,
is a big problem. I do agree 100%.
and if I would pick 2 players, if I would pick 3 players in the world that I would want at AC Milan, it'd be these 3 in this order: Mbappé number 1, Chiesa number 2, and Dybala number 3.
Okay, now pick your 3 realistic players. Realistic, not
Realistic.
fantasy.
Ali, Pobega.
Okay, so the center mids are there, and it's for free. So we still have money. Like you said, we're probably going to get a defender. We now need to decide on another.
I think I would try and convince Berardi to play Champions League football.
And there's this player that plays for Venezia. His name is attacking midfielder on a low cost. His name is Adam. Is it Adama or Adama?
Is he the one that scored against Juve?
Yeah.
That guy?
Yeah, of course. He's a low cost attacking midfielder. You've seen the way in a very shit team, the way he's playing.
He's good. Yeah, I saw him. He's good. He's a good player.
He's a low cost. He can come in January.
Venezia is doing a great job, by the way.
I don't understand the way we bring in players. I don't understand, man.
Now the thing about well, then there's this favorite guy, Favre, right? He talks as if he's already in Milan. Very strange.
Yeah, very good player, that guy. I watched him very closely in Brest. You know,
just to clarify,
the thing is, if they're both cheap, players, they get both of them.
Sorry, guys. To this Favre, if he's playing today against Napoli, he's gonna solve the game. He's not gonna be outplayed. He's not gonna be. If you put him in position to Diaz, he's gonna solve the game.
Not today. No. I don't.
Because football is a collective sport. All the teams should do things properly. Everyone should play their position properly.
Right. Let's ask you one question. After the post-COVID match, after the post-COVID of Diaz, have you seen him effective in any match?
I haven't seen AC Milan effective. I haven't seen AC Milan effective. Have you seen AC Milan effective in any match?
So the thing is.
No, you didn't answer my question.
That Diaz, of course.
Have you seen the midfield effective? The midfield, it was effective.
Yeah, I think
against
so.
Udinese.
The midfield is not working. Even when I was watching the match in BT Sports, Horsfield, one of the presenters, he was talking about Diaz. The Diaz he knows is not what he used to know. When the sub was done, he said that he was surprised that the substitution came too late. That's what he said.
Now, I do want to say this, though. I'm
so frustrated.
Ancelotti, I want to say this. If you say, all right, guys, let's make this team into a 4-3-3. So in the midfield, we can have Bennacer, Tonali, and Kessie.
Yes. And
then attack, the one guy that you're sacrificing is Diaz. So the message is pretty bad. You're going to lose this player. Yeah,
so, we send him back to Real Madrid. We lose anything. We lose nothing.
Man, we've been for 2 months. Our midfielder are giving away goals, and we are blaming Diaz.
Yeah.
For 2
But
months, for 2
doing
months,
that,
KC is
it's
giving
not fit.
assist on Akan
It's
on the
not fit
derby.
anymore. It's
Are
not
you
fit.
guys crazy? You
Play
guys
at
are
good
completely
form.
crazy. You need
Play
to
at
watch
good
football
form.
more attentively.
Okay, keep playing him.
You
or
need to
what?
see decent
guys,
Keep
You
playing
guys
him
are
and be losing
crazy.
matches. Keep playing and be losing matches because his name is
Or
Diaz.
Losing match.
or what he can do
Keep
is,
playing him. I'm losing matches because his name is Diaz. Keep playing him.
or what he can do is a 4-3-1-2, so he doesn't have to sacrifice Diaz, and then change to a 4-3-3, but always have those three in the midfield that can cover more space and help each other.
My only problem with the 4-3-1-2 is that it's also really defensive. Like those players, like if you notice when we start really low from our defense. So I'm worried about the disconnect between the midfielders and the cam, just like how we have right now with our two CDMs and our cam. They're very disconnected. So that's the only reason I don't really like that formation, just because it's more defensive first, and we've already clarified that our offense is the biggest problem.
All right. Let me ask one question, all these football lovers. Or let me ask you one question now. What is the connection between the midfield and the attack?
Krunic, Diaz, Messias.
All right. For the match you watched today, did anybody walk in that attacking trend? What worked there?
Messias worked today.
And who else worked there?
Nobody
I
else.
didn't see anyone working today. Not even Messias.
Good.
I saw Salamakers working.
So, and does it draw any eyebrows for in our management to enforce something?
No, to me, no.
Okay. Let me tell you something. Yeah, in January, I'm not laying a course in Milan, but in January we'll drop more points. The way things are going, because by the time all these players must have gone, because I've been following this Milan news. I can't see anything effective about players coming in. They're following no player. They're talking about defense. Defenders are talking about defender.
Yeah,
That's all.
because of Chiara.
That's all.
Hey, but I will stay on my position, and I'll tell you that this team, without all these injuries, is gonna be fucking competitive.
Yes, we agree, but Roy, we still need players for
Now the
rotation.
players, okay, I get it, and that's
Nathan,
why.
but you cannot have a 30 player squad, man. No one in Serie A has that, man. We are one of the poorest team in the world, and we're having 30 player squad. We have 30 average
30 players. Blair, you just said yourself that we need to stop bringing in shit and bring in quality. That's all I'm saying too.
Yeah, but you can.
I'm all about that, guys. I'm all about bringing more players.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying bringing in like 30 people. I'm saying bring in like 2
don't
or 3
say it like
players.
I'm approving your point. I'm actually saying we need to kick out people, not bring other people. I'm totally against your point.
We don't have the squad depth to kick them out.
Yes, we have. We don't have the.
No, we don't.
We don't have the staff to treat these players well. But we have enough players.
We don't have.
We have 2 players for each position. We have 2 players for each position. At some position we have 3 players, Nathan. Well, how many you want to bring more? You want to have 4 players for each position? You cannot have that.
I am totally
It's
fine,
a joke.
but I think that every single mercato, whether it's winter or summer, you have to add pieces to the puzzle, and that's how you eventually end up with a great team. So I'm all about adding pieces to Milan, whether it's another right winger, an attacking player, or a midfielder, defender, blah blah blah. I'm totally not against that at all. I welcome it. I can't wait to see who the next great player for AC Milan will be.
Against Empoli right now, Pioli played the same team again. Why is Pioli so controversial? Why is he so adamant to listen?
Now listen. So there was a time where actually Ancelotti was losing a lot of games and he was playing this 4 diamond 2, and it wasn't giving him guarantee. So he had the courage to change formation, a formation that he used for many years that gave him a lot of success. He had the courage to change it, and then once he changed it, he started winning again. So yeah, maybe you're right. Pioli needs
to move to plan B. what I'm trying to say is, yeah, I didn't say you should try to isolate any players in the team, right? I want to see at this moment in time that we are in difficulty and we are struggling. We need. I want to see this street trend in that midfield first. Then things will change. Back to formation. Let us see Benacer, Kessié, and Tonali together in that midfield.
I think
This
that right
trend,
now,
start together.
I
Then
think right now that's a pretty good idea. I think.
In the outside left, at the moment we have injuries. In the outside left, let it start with what's his name?
No, we can't do that. We can't do that right now, man. We can't do that.
In the outside left, and then outside right, let him go with Messias. Then Ibrahimovic up front.
So play with a 4-3-3 and Salamakers. No, Salamakers can't do that position, man.
No,
look, we're not saying to abandon the 4-2-3-1.
Guys, Salamakers cannot play in a 4-3-3. Like he cannot.
I agree with that. Honestly, if we were to play a front three, it would need to be a 3-4-3 so he can play that format.
Like there is absolutely no need to put a 4-3-3 with a defensive player in the attacking three. The reason why you do a 4-3-3 is to have 3 attacking players.
Yeah, I agree.
Then you play Castillejo then. Then you play Castillejo. So what you have, you play what you have. You play Castillejo, Ibrahimovic, and Messias. For now, till the players comes back. You see, we have no choice.
If we had our full squad, he could definitely play a 4-3-3 easily. No,
at the moment, oh my God, Jesus Christ!
At the moment, he could play a 4-4-2.
4-4-2.
I don't want that either.
Ibrahimovic and Giroud can play together.
They did pretty okay actually tonight.
Yeah, but it shouldn't play. That means long balls.
But let's talk about the formation that we have today, right? If you want to take Brahim Diaz out, so you have to kind of change the formation, right?
Yes, to 4-3-3.
You do a 4-3-3, but put Messias and Salamakers on the wings, on the attacking wings.
Yeah. For now.
Right. Well, you can do a 4-3-2-1.
Oh, no. You can do what? Say
4-3-2-1.
4-3-2-1. Yes, 4-3-2-1. Yeah, that can work.
You can do that as well. You can put.
I see a 4-3-2-1 working. Yeah.
Yeah, 4-3-2-1. Yeah. So then the two midfielders will be Messias and probably Salamakers. Behind.
Sure.
Yeah,
that can work.
Yeah. Then play Benacer, Kessié, and Tonali that midfield.
I actually think that Pioli has these 3 midfielders that are phenomenal, guys. And Tonali, I remember it kind of like what Conte had Barzagli, Bonucci, and Chiellini, right? And they're all killing it in the Serie A back then. He was like, man, I need to have all 3 of these guys play. I can't sacrifice them. So he changed the formation so he could have all of those 3 players play. And he changed from a 4-2-4 to a 3-5-2 also because he had Marchisio, Vidal, and Pirlo. And he was like, I want all 3 of them to play. So maybe it's time that he does think about this. He has 3 great midfielders. Let them all play.
Anyway, he needs a solution for January because Benacer and Kessié are going. So
we have Vega and Adley.
Yeah, we have them, but we don't know if contractually we can call them back.
Yeah.
So he needs to think now solution to play Tonali, Bakayoko and Krunic or whatever, or Florenzi or Calabria in that midfield. Because the 4-3-3 is not a solution for January. That's the thing.
No.
And
yeah, for sure. No way. Man, Ali has to come for sure. Like, what is it we're gonna do?
I hope we sell Kessié. I heard there is some rumors that PSG is gonna make an offer of 10 million to get him in January, basically. They want him, I think, because they want to they want some players for the Champions League. And
At this
Wijnaldum
point,
is not happy. I think Wijnaldum is not happy, so they're gonna give him on loan probably.
would you do that exchange? Wijnaldum Kessie?
I don't think we're gonna do that exchange because Wijnaldum doesn't want to come and play for us, and he earns too much money for us to come on loan.
Mm.
Wijnaldum earned like 10 million net.
Right. Yeah. Honestly, I would bring back Ali. I'll bring Ali, and I would bring back Ali and Pobega, guys. I mean, that's what I would do.
That's what I would do.
That's it, and that's your squad. Ali, Pobega, Bakayoko, Tonali. Then you have Krunic the fifth, or
Yeah.
or Calabria, and then
Benacer comes back.
when Benacer comes back,
Anyway, it's not. I don't think it's in the transfer market the solution. The solution is the players needs to come back and play football.
that's
They
what
need to. They need to wake up because they are playing like amateurs. Some of them in the pitch are playing like amateurs.
I mean. Okay, fine. I'm not going to say that. I mean, they need to come back and play and stay out of that.
Yeah, they're
Injury.
playing really bad.
They need to stay out of that injury list. That's what I'm saying.
That's never gonna happen. You know what? 2021 was the worst. One of the worst year we had.
Do you want to know something interesting that you will like a lot?
Yeah, what happened?
It's about Juve.
What happened to you?
So Juve in the last month, a little bit more than a month, is the team in the whole of Europe in its domestic league that has conceded the least amount of goals.
How many?
2.
That's good. In the last month.
Yeah.
That is yeah, that's what we need to do as well. See, if you keep the clean sheet in this game, you find eventually you find the goal, and you win 1-0.
Yep.
As again, if you keep the clean sheet against Udinese, eventually you find the goal and you win 1-0.
Yep.
You keep the clean sheet against Sassuolo, eventually you find the goal and you win 1-0. Clean sheet
Yeah,
is
but
everything.
You can't really. You're saying it too easily.
Well,
I get
you
what
have
you
to
mean,
do
but
it.
you're saying it too easily. Your teams can score goals, but if you don't create chances, you're not going to win. We created no chances. And look at the goal chances or shots on goal that we've had in the last 4 games. It's probably like a total of 4. You cannot. It doesn't matter if you don't get scored on. If your shots on goal ratio is that bad, you're not scoring anyways.
But it is also true, Nathan, that if you allow the teams you play against to score on you, those teams, instead of deflating, they inflate, right?
Yeah,
So you make them score, they're gonna get more confident, they're gonna play
They're
harder,
gonna defend.
they're gonna defend, they're going to. If you don't let a team score, a team, is going to lose some of its energy.
They need to be more concentrated because it's 0-0, so they can lose the game. And if they are winning 1-0, they cannot lose the game. They can draw the game. So you don't play mind games. The clean sheet, man, is important.
I agree, but I've already said before, if your offense is not helping take pressure away from the defensive aspect of your game, your defense is going to crack at some point.
Yeah, I agree with you. If you want to keep a clean sheet, you need to be good at attacking because the first defense is the attacking side. And we are not pressing. We lost the eye press.
Well, hold on.
We can't press really with Zlatan. That's why I said Rebic is the
today,
key
guys,
how we were playing.
Krunic as well is not good on the high press.
Guys, but today I saw Milan press. I saw them press. Okay, yeah, and that's the problem. Not effectively. But I want to give credit to Napoli for that, actually. I mean, I think Napoli did a great job in just playing again, playing through our press really easily, man.
Roy, I need to go, by the way. So you can go. You
All
can
right,
keep
all right,
going.
yeah, we're gonna close soon, but peace
Thank
out,
you,
bro.
guys. Have a good night and Forza Milan.
Later.
Forza
Ciao,
Bye.
Milan.
Ancelotti.
I'm not happy. Forza Milan, but Ancelotti is not happy.
Don't worry, man.
Don't worry, Ancelotti. We are 100% agreeing.
Because Empoli is on that stubborn side. We're playing Empoli on Wednesday. It's on that stubborn side. It's a team that can give us problems as well.
Is Empoli at San Siro or outside of San Siro?
Outside.
And see, and that's the thing. Like, if we were creating a lot of chances and it was just down to like, bad luck, like hitting the post or, great blocking, then
Yes.
I would understand. But the
But
fact of the
no.
matter is, we ain't creating shit.
Yes.
That's
True.
the problem.
That's the
Even if we
problem.
play Empoli or Salernitana or Genoa, it doesn't matter. If you don't create chances, you're not going to score.
Yeah.
Just type your name, then hit done, and then sign.
Well, I don't know what is going to happen against Empoli, because it's just a matter of the fact that the team right now is going for a really poor spell of form. So this could be a game that we might lose points again. I wouldn't be surprised if we do.
Yeah, I think it's a draw in that game. Because Empoli, they are a well organized side. You know what I
Empoli
mean?
is growing right now. Empoli is growing. I don't know what did they do today or this.
Yeah, they drew 2-2 with Spiezza.
They drew 2-2 with Spezia. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So, but like I said, if Pioli starts with this 3 trend against Empoli, we have no chance at all. We have no chance.
I don't know about that, man. I'm not gonna say we don't have a chance, but I'm not going to be super positive, super sure.
I think this is the game where we need to try a brand new formation.
Exactly. We need.
I would rather lose or draw with a brand new formation and new tactics than to lose doing the exact same fucking thing.
The same thing, yeah.
Roy, you remember, Roy? This was my complaint in the beginning, that there's no plan B, and it's still the same thing. Like, you can't use plan A for players who are not fitting that plan A system.
Yeah, I mean, would I do that personally? I don't know.
For me, what I would say is the management should sit tomorrow morning. They should sit tomorrow morning and analyze the team, because this needs to be reviewed. The performances for the last 6 matches need to be reviewed. And it's not going our way in any way. So if we're trying to be biased and try to wait for the players to come back without any intervention in the transfer market coming in January, we have ourselves to blame.
Listen, I'm gonna say that for me, they need to understand why they're getting so many damn injuries. Okay,
I agree.
They even if they buy players, I'm telling you, man, even if they buy players, it's not gonna matter.
I understand. I agree.
It's
with
not
that,
going
but
to matter, guys.
I agree with that, but at the same time, we still need them. Even if we fix the Milan medical situation, we still need these players to come, regardless. I want them to come regardless.
Yeah, of course.
And I understand the whole medical staff thing, but until they actually, do something about it, all they can do is get players. So if they're not going to fix the medical staff, at least get us good fucking players.
So guys, if you look at Empoli, Empoli's last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games have been pretty good. So they got a win, 3 wins and 2 ties. So they're definitely going up. Their stock is moving up as far as form goes. While Milan, in the last 5 games, has had 2 wins, 1 tie, and 2 losses, and a loss before that too. But look at our run from day 1 all the way to day 12. Like that's like, you know, like that was good shit, man. Like we can do that, right? Like this team can do this the whole season. They just need to figure out the injuries for me, man. That's what it is for me, you know. Honestly, I have nothing to say when it comes to getting new players or shit like that, because honestly, I don't care about that aspect. I don't care.
The thing is that yeah, purely is messing with the fans' feelings. You know, Krunic has played every position in this team. You see, Rade Krunic, he has played in every position in the team.
Right. Okay.
If we have an out and out attacking midfielder, we say yes, this is a substitute to Diaz. Diaz, this is a substitute. Then we'll know where to build from. But we brought in Junior Messias as for him to play in two roles, to play as the right wing and as attacking midfield.
Yeah.
Okay? Which never worked. If you watch Çalhanoğlu, right? Despite that he's a traitor. But when he was in that attacking role, he gives us stability. He helps the double pivot. That is why Kessie,
right, exactly.
That is why Kessie and Benacer was performing, because he was helping in defending.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah. Then the loose balls, Kessie and Benacer will pick it up. But Diaz, he keep putting his leg, and they bully him. And put pressure, and they bully him, and they put pressure on the double pivot.
Yeah. And this was something that I was saying before even ever happened. But I am not going to. But I really like Diaz. I really like him.
That is why we had no shot on targets. You see, if we have somebody that can help in defense and attack. Just watch. If you watch very, very well today, yeah. If you watch Piotr Zielinski today,
I saw, man. I saw how Napoli plays. I saw
Zielinski today. He helped defensively and offensively.
Right. Çalhanoğlu is closer to a Zielinski.
Yes, we don't have that. We don't have that.
Right. And this is why Pioli really wanted to keep him. But
we don't have that.
But the thing is that where I understand Çalhanoğlu is like, yo, all the fans are shitting on me. They're all saying I'm this, I'm that. I know what my worth is. I know that I want to make more money because I feel like I'm worth it and I can bring a lot to a team. And Milan is like, sorry, we can't give you that money. So I understand that he leaves.
All right.
I'm not going to hold that against him.
Look,
right.
The only problem I had with Hakan was the fact that the formation, again, does not suit him. He would help more defensively than Diaz, but when it came to to the counterattack and switching from defense to offense, we lack an additional player, and that's what really caused problems for our attack. In Inter Milan, they play with a 5-man midfield, so he does not need to be that defensive. Therefore, he can allow his offensive abilities to shine.
Exactly. You're right.
We do not have that's why I keep saying the 4-2-3-1 is not a formation where you're going to dominate teams unless they're just weaker than you. That's not how this formation is designed to be played. You got to have players like Bayern Munich and Manchester City to dominate the best teams with that formation.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Yes.
Diaz will not work in this as a cam. Hakan will not work as a cam. Yes. It doesn't matter who you put there. It's not going to work unless you have the full team is full of world-class players. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Exactly. You have to change the formation.
You're right. That's what I'm trying to say. In Inter Milan, they have 5-man midfield. Okay, let's forget about the wings.
They have a 5-man defense.
Yeah. Let's talk about the midfield. They have Brozovic there. They have Nicola Barella there. They have Çalhanoğlu there. You see?
Yeah, Çalhanoğlu is playing his natural position, mid-zone.
Yeah. You see? So these people are physical in nature, and they can be bullied in the midfield. They're strong with the ball. I would not have that in Milan. Diaz is not physically strong.
Okay, but I remember seeing Diaz, guys, just not a long time ago, get the ball, dribble, and create, score goals, do a lot. Like we saw, he can do it.
Yes, against who though?
Well, guys,
Was
look
it
at
against
it.
Juventus? Was it
Look,
against Napoli? Was it
guys.
against Inter
I'm sorry.
Milan?
I'm sorry, but
We're saying against the smaller teams, it's
but-
fine.
but look at the
Against
graphic.
the better teams, he does not
No,
perform
he
against the
did
better
it against
teams.
Atalanta. He did it against Lazio.
Atalanta has been poor. They
Guys-
just started playing good lately.
But look at this graphic. It's all green up until day 12.
Yes, and also we had Rebic there as well. It's like I keep saying,
You know what,
players who
Let me tell you
move
something.
around. He
Guys,
has to have players that move.
guys? Day 12 was when we lost Diaz, and then look after what happens next.
Yeah, yes.
But we
Let
also had
me tell you something
we
now.
had Rebic there.
Yeah, let me tell you something right now. You know what you need to understand, yeah? No managers are stupid. Most managers, they watch your game, they plan your game. So what they did to Milan is to put two players on Diaz in that midfield. They put players on him, two on him, knowing that he's not physically strong. And if you close him down, the trend can't work.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I mean, yeah, that comes down to you as a coach being also able to close down the player like Zelensky.
Yes.
What did Pioli do today to try and close Zelensky? He wasn't really able to. Okay, so
That's the problem we're
And then
having
look
now.
Yeah.
What we need,
And look,
you see, let me tell you
look at the
something. Yeah?
gap.
Against Inter Milan, yeah, Diaz didn't play. Who played was Krunic. And what Krunic did was make sure that Brozovic was kept quiet. But if Diaz could play that match, Brozovic would bully him in that midfield.
and this was something that Laird said earlier, which I agreed from a tactical perspective, is that today maybe Krunic should have played in the middle.
So what I'm trying to say is that we need something different. Even when we played all these smaller teams, it is easier for this guy to play Diaz. But we play a physical team like Udinese, physical teams like Sassuolo. It's very difficult for Diaz to play. You need to know you need to understand. That's why we need a plan B. We need a substitute attacking midfielder. It doesn't work to substitute.
Even today, we could have played a 4-3-3.
Yes.
We still could have played it today.
How?
With Macias and Diaz on the flanking Zlatan, and you have Krunic, Kessie, and Tonali, or Tonali, Kessie, and Benacer. It could have been done. With the players on the field, it could have been done.
But guys, in a 4-3-3, you have to be effective offensively, which Diaz is. But defensively, you don't have to be super effective, but you have to do a lot of running. You're doing a lot of up and down.
Yeah, but you have the trade-off is that you have more control of the midfield. And if Diaz is if Diaz is a little bit wider, instead of having 4 players around him, now he only has to worry about 1, because Zlatan's always going to have 2 players, and you can only have 4 defenders. So if 2 are on Zlatan, 1 is going to be on Diaz, and the other one's going to be on Macias. So instead of having to worry about 3 players, 2 players, trying to knock him off the ball, now he only has to worry about beating 1 person.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't think Pioli's going to do this. Maybe he is.
I don't think he's going to do it, man. He's a 1 formation coach. He is not. He's not. Okay, I won't say a 1 formation coach. I mean,
he's not
like starting off, he's a 1 formation coach. And when his back is towards the wall, then he just says, "Fuck it, I'm just going to just do something," and it usually doesn't work. Like, we're losing a game, right? Do we need 4 defenders when we're losing? No. You switch to a back 3, crowd the midfield and the offensive third, not play with fucking 4 defenders.
Hey, sorry. What's Florenzi's number?
Shit, I don't know.
What fucking number is Florenzi?
And look, Florenzi actually had a good game. He had a good game today.
I think 25 or something, or so, 25.
Yeah, he had a good game. But
Yeah, he played well today. Florenzi played very well today. He's improving.
yeah,
He played very well.
but
I'm
he,
impressed with him.
he didn't have. We needed our wingers to go forward because I knew Ballo-Torre was not going to be asked to go forward.
But
Yeah,
Ballo-Torre tried to actually. He
Yeah,
tried.
he played good
He's
because
all right
he just
today.
played
I
very
thought it
simple.
was one of his best games with us.
Yeah, he
so
played
far.
well. No issues from that his left wing. He played well.
Yeah, he played very simple. He didn't venture forward, which was a good thing because we didn't have any gaps at that end, which means the right side would have been required to do more of that offensive work from the right back. And that's where, Florenzi has to be more tactical because he's not as fast as someone like Kalulu or Calabria.
So this is what you would have done.
Can you read what you put for? Because I can't.
So
read that part.
Florenzi, Tomori, Romagnoli, Ballo-Torre in the defense. In the midfield, Tonali, Benacer, Kessi,
Yes, exactly.
Diaz, Ibra, Messias.
Yes. Good formation. That should be. Take Diaz
Because
out
you
of that
gotta- you-
midfield.
You
Take
got to
Diaz
remember,
put him in the wings. Yes, it's good that way.
But the thing about a 4-3-3 is that when you don't have the ball and you're playing a team like Napoli that is going to squash you because they have good possession, like you are going all the way down here, right?
yeah. But if we have control of the midfield, we have more possession. We didn't have control of the
But
midfield.
they're still going to squash you no matter what. No.
But the thing is, these guys, they're not just going to be stuck playing at the wing. Like, they can play somewhat to how Liverpool's wingers play. They don't go all the way back to defense, but they do venture into the midfield.
No. But Liverpool, when they defend and they get in the line,
4-5-1.
it's a 4-5-1.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. That's what we can do. We don't need the wingers to come all the way back to defense. They just need to be level with the midfield three to turn it into a 4-5-1 when defending. That's very possible. That's very possible.
Yeah.
Maybe defensively it'd be a 4-4-2, maybe something like that.
Even that's fine. But
I wouldn't put Diaz in any defensive position.
see, but that's what we're saying. Like, he only needs to try something. Like, we've been found out. Our tactics have definitely been found out. Again, if we were creating, 15 chances, I can understand. Like 15 shots, 10 on target. I'm cool with that. The ball's just not going in, but it eventually will. But in the past 5 games, when we've had a total of 5 shots on target and like a grand total of like 10 shots, nah, man, that's a negative right there. That's a red flag. That's a big red flag.
Yeah. I do think this formation, though, is really solid. I do like this formation. Calabria, Tomori, Romagnoli, Teo. I'm going to put Chiara out because he's not in the team pretty much anymore. Where's Calabria? Then in the middle, either Benfica, Tonali, whatever, any 3 of those combinations. Then here, Leao, Diaz, Salah, Ibra, or you can change him with Rebic, with Messias, or whatever.
It's not working. This formation is not working. I've tried it severally. As far as Diaz is there, Diaz is not on form. If he's there, it's not working. Anyway, Rob, I'll be going right now.
All right, my man. Hey, thank you for joining us.
All right, take care.
All right.
Hey, and listen, that guy, the Napoli fan,
Yeah.
tell him congratulations for winning a good game.
Yeah. I was
And
watching the
then
game. I was watching the game today. He was messaging me, so I had to block him.
yes,
But I'll meet him tomorrow actually. So when I meet him tomorrow, then I'll congratulate you. That's the good thing.
Yeah, like this was a fair game between Milan and Napoli. They just so happened to get a scrappy goal.
Yeah, they won, but there's nothing we can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have to redo it again.
Now, can you guys tell me what happened with our goal? Who did they call offsides?
that made no sense to me.
To me,
Because
I
Giroud
don't
was not
know.
offsides, and then the guy on the ground was not even involved in the play. Like it didn't even
Even,
deflect
yeah,
off of
exactly.
him. So
Exactly.
who are they calling offsides on?
I don't know.
It looked like you had what was
The
it?
announcers said that it was a possible handball, but that's not what the call was. The call was offsides, and there was nobody offsides.
Right.
Giroud's not offsides. The guy on the ground's not offsides. It deflected off of a defender
Right.
who was in front of those offsides players, and then it came to Kessie. So who the fuck
Exactly.
is it offsides on? Like
The-
this is the shit that just makes me like, bro, come on, bro. Like this is fuckery, bro.
So what I saw that they called, which was absolutely borderline ridiculous, is that basically Castillo crosses the ball, and in this play, Giroud is on the ground in an offside
Yes.
position,
Yes.
and then the defender is on top of him. The defender
Yes.
is pretty much lying on top of him. So now in this play that Castillo crosses the ball, Giroud does move his leg in trying to touch the ball. The ball, though, goes onto a Napoli player.
Exactly.
Right? So
Exactly.
so the Napoli player deflected the ball. It wouldn't if the Napoli player would have deflected the ball into Giroud being offside, it wouldn't be an offside.
Exactly. It wouldn't be offsides because the defender played it.
The defender played it.
So that like
What
Roy,
is my call?
Roy, you gotta admit some of these calls are really fucking us up.
This
right
call
now, bro.
made no sense. But I
Like-
want to know if I got.
And I'm not gonna blame the ref or anything. That was that was VAR fucking us over because the referee gave us the goal. That was VAR team being on some fucking bullshit. But the referee overall for the game was good. I have no complaints. He let a lot of things go for both teams.
Yeah.
I was fine with that. But Napoli got a scrappy goal. We should have been awarded a
It
scrappy
should have
goal as
been.
well.
It should have been awarded a goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that
Like-
sucks.
Like
Oh.
that shit. That's what I say. Like Milan needs to launch some sort of inquiry about what's been happening.
Dude, those are 3 easy points for Napoli, just given to them. That's a gift.
Like,
to
come
Napoli.
on, man. Even like the game with the in the Atalanta game, bro. The 2 goals that they gave them were bullshit. The penalty was bullshit because it bounced off off of the leg and it hit his arm, and then they fouled Macias, point blank fouled him, and they let them get away with it. Like AC Milan, whoever's in charge of that shit, they need to make some sort of noise and be like, hey, like that's one thing I like about Jose Mourinho is that he's gonna draw attention to shit that he doesn't like, and subconsciously you pay attention to these things even if you don't like it. That someone on Milan has to do the same thing because this shit is happening too fucking often.
Yeah, I wonder what the newspapers are going to say about that call, because it's like, what? So they have to this call. The only thing that this call merits, well, basically after this call, what needs to happen is for the referees to come out and explain the rules, because the rules that we know in football, this would have never been an offside. Never, not in a million years. So is there something that we're missing?
Exactly.
Like what is it?
Like, and I understand bad calls happen to teams, but if you look at the calls that have been going against us, they just make you scratch your head. Like, no one understands it. The people who write the reviews don't understand it. The commentating team over the game don't understand it. No one fucking understands what the fuck is happening.
I was very suspicious. Like again, I'm not going to get into the conspiracy theory of thing. Okay, so Gazzetta dello Sport says. Okay, so the first thing Gazzetta dello Sport has is what we're talking about right now. So let's see what they say. La posizione fuori gioco del giro appare ininfluente, ancor più di quella di Palomino sabato. Oh shit! So Gazzetta dello Sport is agreeing with us.
Yeah, it makes no sense, man. Like, and all they're gonna do is say, "Oh well, we'll go ahead and fine the referee and we'll suspend him." That doesn't mean shit for us. We still get fucked over. I don't care. I don't want this guy to get. I don't. He can get suspended. That's cool, but there needs to be some sort of retrospective action that needs to be done because it's costing us in particular, like, valuable points. From even if I was not an AC Milan fan, I would look at this and say, "What the fuck is the referee calling? What are they calling?" Because it doesn't make sense.
I hate that. But I don't like talking about referees, and I usually don't. But today I'm going to concede. I hate that these fucking referees will cost a team that has been working every single day, spending millions and millions and years. They'll fuck you over for their ineptitude, dude. Just for one silly mistake. That's one thing about referees that I cannot stand.
Like I said, I'm not saying we deserved. Well, we definitely didn't deserve the win. We didn't even deserve the tie. But whether or not you deserve something is irrelevant. What happens, and we should have had a goal there.
Yeah. So Gazzetta dello Sport is saying that this should have never been called an offside. There you go. I mean, I thought it was, you know what? It was too good to be true. They're like, you know what? Fuck this. Too good to be true. I mean,
yeah, I agree. Honestly, I completely agree with that.
It's wow. Our conversation would be similar. Our conversation wouldn't be that different because I think even if we did, we essentially tied this game. The referee gave it to Napoli, but the truth is that we would still be I would still be criticizing Milan.
Oh yeah, me too. Because we played like shit. Like that's still 100% fact. We played like garbage.
We really are not playing at the level that we should be playing.
Yeah, for sure. I just don't like losing when it's out of our fucking control.
Yeah.
Like that's my biggest fucking take from this.
I hate
I'm
that.
fine with that.
I hate that aspect.
Yeah, when the referee decisions is and honestly, I said VAR was the main problem, but the ref went over and looked at it. And he still called it. So
no. Actually, to clarify, the Gazzetta dello Sport was the ref made that decision.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like VAR shouldn't have intervened, but also at the same time, the referee should have been like, "There's no fucking offsides."
But those guys, those fuckers in the office are talking into his ear, right? They're saying, "Yeah, but look, you see, he moved. He was direct. He influenced the Napoli player." So these motherfuckers probably place bets on these games because they know they can control the shit from that office with the TVs. Literally the Matrix. These guys are controlling the Matrix. Corruption, guys. Corruption. Today, AC Milan should have ended with 1 point, and Napoli should have ended with 1 point. Instead, stupid. Well, I don't want to insult them. They're still human beings, but these referees, incompetent referees that just make up the rules every Sunday, come up with new rules, cost Milan the second place. And what if we end up? This is what I'm saying about these referees. What if you end up not making the top 4 for 2 points? I'm gonna look at it and say, well, it wasn't our fault. It was because that stupid fucking referee ruined the whole project. So you have this billion-dollar projects where you buy players and you train and you create relationships and you just and you work your ass off. But then a fucking referee that makes a silly mistake just destroys all of that work. And that's what happened. Today, that's what happened. So if Milan can't make the top 4 because of 2 points, it was because of this stupid fucking referee. I don't want to call him stupid. He's not stupid. He's probably a good person, but he made a mistake. Today should have been 1-1. The game should have ended 1-1. The goal was 100% legal. The referee is just making shit up as he goes. All right. Well, listen. I think Nathan now is.
I'm still here. I was one of my managers was here, so I paused him.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's just frustrating. We played so shitty, and we should have had something from the game still.
There's a conspiracy theory, right, John?
There is no conspiracy theory, but referees make mistakes.
Nah, this ain't a fucking mistake, bro. This is not a mistake. This is absolute bullshit. This is the rules of the game that are not even fucking being looked at. Giroud is not offsides. The ball does not come off of Giroud. You can see this from every fucking angle possible. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say there's a conspiracy, but I'm saying that we're getting fucked up. Plain and simple. I ain't gonna sugarcoat that shit. We're getting fucked up, bro. A handball is a handball. A foul is a foul. Okay. All that is. It is what it is. And offsides is fucking offsides. And if player is not infraction of any of fucking above, what the fuck are you calling offsides for then? I'm sorry, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Listen, man, I agree with you. I think it was not Giroud, had nothing to do with the flow of the game, nor did he somehow make the job of the defender who was next to him harder by just staying there. Get it?
So
and
why
I think
would they call it?
I think the goal should have been awarded to us.
Right,
not,
exactly. But why
right?
would they call it when he is not offsides?
Because they interpret it a different way, man. Like, I cannot stay here and tell you that, oh, they have something against us. I cannot do that. Because the referees in Serie A are equally shit for every team. It's not like they have something against us alone. They have been shit for Inter, shit for Juventus, shit for everyone. And this time, they were shit for us. Okay? This is one of the reasons why I always mention the foul on what was it, Spinazzola? No, not Spinazzola. Pellegrini in the match against Roma. Another referee would have given that the penalty. They didn't give it the penalty. Get it? Or whatever. The penalty that we got against Roma, another referee wouldn't have given it, but they gave it. And if you see it, Roma fans, for example, Roma fans complain about our penalty that we got and the penalty not given to them. So this is the problem. The referees suck, and then the human nature is trying to give an explanation to things, even when you don't know jack shit, right? This is basically the foundation of everything we believe in or everything we work to get towards, right? And now people want to make up a story, and the story is conspiracy, or they hate us, or it's something with intention, because people cannot accept the simple fact that they can make a mistake. They can look at it and think Giroud actually influenced the defender, even though I disagree with it.
It could be intentional, but I doubt it too. I think
I don't. I don't think it's intentional. If it's intentional, close the league. Then why are we wasting time?
Jamal says it's a bidding game. Corruption exists.
No, I don't doubt that corruption exists. That being said, you have to prove it. You cannot
The
just say
thing
it.
is, the announcers were thinking maybe it was a handball, but that's not the decision that was made by the ref. The referee called offsides, especially when there wasn't even a handball in the
Yes.
situation, anyways.
Nathan, is there any possibility, any chance that a referee can look at that and think
No,
this is
because
an
if you
offside?
look at the rules of the game, any brain dead human being who knows the rules of the game can easily say that this is not offsides without a shadow of a doubt that is not offsides.
Nathan, but we have profited from this as well. I explained it.
No,
I explained this
no,
already.
no.
Yes, we have.
When
Yes, we
have
have.
we ever
I
gotten
told
a
you,
goal?
but
No. When have we ever gotten a goal where the
I
other
told you.
team's player is on the ground and then they scored and called offsides?
Man, but it doesn't have to be the exact same situation because this exact same situation is hard to have another one just like this. I'm telling you, against Roma, the penalty that we got was soft as fuck.
Dude, fucking Spalletti. Abbiamo vinto da grande squadra contro un grande Milan. We won as a big team against a big team. Dude, you guys got fucking lucky because the referee made a mistake. This fucking coach, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, so this is the way I see it. That the referee made a mistake. That being said, we played like shit. I would still be here talking shit about the players, even if we got 1 point out of this game. It's not the result that I'm concerned about. It's the fact that consistently we play like shit. Consistently we do not have shots on target. Consistently we don't create anything. Consistently watching Milan is boring as fuck, man. Like, what's going on? It's so boring. I was watching Milan against Napoli today. I was on the verge of sleeping during the game. What is this?
It is what it is, man. But we got to thank Roma for beating Atalanta, though, because otherwise it would have looked really ugly.
Yeah, but I think with this, it makes everything a little bit harder because now it makes us a contender. Like, in order to be a contender for the title, we are 4 points away from Inter, and we are only 8 points away from the 5th place. So now the 5th place becomes a scary place.
So, do you think we're out of a Scudetto race?
No, I don't think we are out of the Scudetto race, but I think that the next few games, like against Empoli, I see it very hard. Like, I truly think Empoli is going to beat us.
Empoli's ninth.
Empoli plays football, man. Like, it's one of the few teams like lower teams, so to say, that I join and watch a match because I want to watch football. It's a team that plays good football. And right now we are not playing football. We are not running. We are not creating anything. We don't shoot on target. So I'm really scared about the Empoli game. And if we lose versus Empoli, our Scudetto dreams is over, and we go back to fighting for the 4th place.
Right. I don't know if the Scudetto is over, but 4th place, yeah.
But you are going to be 7 points away from Inter. Inter has no injuries. He's not going to have any injuries, just like last year. And Inter is a pretty legit team, man. Inter has won 10 games in a row, I think.
Yeah. No. I know. Inter is clearly the best team of the Serie A. No doubt about it.
Last game that Inter conceded a goal was against us, 1-1. The draw. That was the last time they conceded a goal.
Wow. Yeah.
Serie A. So.
No, they're the best team of the Serie A. There's absolutely no doubt. And I think Napoli is
pretty
there,
close.
Man.
Yeah, it's pretty
Pretty
close now.
close.
Just look at the second lines of Napoli, man. There was quality in the field, even though they didn't have a great game. Because I still think
Yeah.
the starters, Insigne, Osimhen, Fabian Rui, like they are really really good players. Okay, but even their substitutes are people who acarezano la palla, like people who
Right,
know
right.
how to handle the ball. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what we were saying. Like in the summer market, instead of bringing in, a bunch of players who couldn't even be used till fucking November, basically, just get one good player and just keep getting one good player each time. Like, we can't continue to do the same things that we've been doing because it hasn't been working. Like you said, Napoli's bench. Look who they brought on, and look who we brought on. Like, the shit was funny.
But
I started laughing.
but also, guys, let's not forget that Napoli has been building this team for many, many years.
Yes, you're right. Yes.
Yes,
As a matter of fact, Napoli didn't buy anybody this season except for
Anguissa.
Anguissa because of
Right,
Yeah,
because
but
they- Go ahead.
yeah, I'm sorry. Like two things. First of all, Napoli bought only one player, but that player is a starter. What starter did we buy this season?
Tomori and Tonali and
Oh my
Mañana.
God.
we
And
had
We
Mañana.
had them already, man. Like, please, we had them
No,
already.
No, we didn't.
We did, Roy. They were on our
Right.
team. Even if it's a loan, they're
Yeah.
still our.
They
still
were on our team, man. I'm talking about improving your team. No, I'm not talking about signing players that you already finished the season with. We finished the season with
I
Tomori.
think.
We finished the season with Tonali, right?
Okay,
So the team, I'm talking about players that improved our team from the last game of last season. What players do we start from the ones that we bought this year? No one. We only added depth.
Right, and
that didn't even play until November, basically.
And
Exactly.
I want to add this that is very important: that Napoli's age rate or a ratio, whatever the fuck you call it, average, is like 28 to 29.
Yeah, but I'm not going to use
doesn't
age.
matter.
I'm not going to
No.
use age.
It matters. It matters because when we will be 28, 29, we're going to kill it,
Man,
bruh.
it doesn't matter, Roy, because if it was like you are saying it is, then the oldest team would win the league every single year. That's not true. Inter is not the oldest.
No, because
in the
a
league.
lot of these players that were Napoli are playing right now, they were playing last year too, and they're playing the years before. They weren't playing. They weren't playing like this. They're getting better and
Man,
better as they go.
they were playing the Champions League and beating Man City, man, or Liverpool or whatever. Like
Right.
versus Ancelotti, they beat Liverpool. The Liverpool that went ahead and won the Champions League. They were good players even before. Napoli, while
But they're
it is
getting
true,
better. They're much better now.
while it is true that Napoli has built this team for years, Napoli has been competitive in the last 10 years every single year.
And now it's going to be Milan's turn.
And Napoli has changed generations of players. Remember Napoli with Lavezzi and with Cavani?
Right.
Then
We
Napoli
are
with
the
Hamšík
beginning.
and with
We are at the beginning of where Napoli started with Insigne. We're literally at the beginning.
I hope not. I hope not, because if it's true, then the next 10 years we're gonna fight for the second place all the time.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I hope not.
I think if we sort out the Milan lab, we gotta burn down that laboratory. It's fucking cursed. We gotta burn it down and fucking put holy water all over it or whatever, and then we'll be okay, guys.
I'm gonna say only one thing, and I'm gonna repeat it again and again and again because I believe this to be true, man. I think teams that win trophies are teams built to win trophies. You can win a trophy once in a blue moon, like Lille did, or like I don't know, like Monaco did. But you win it once, and that's the exception to the rule, right? I think right now we will not win trophies not only because of the injuries, but even with our starters. Because let me remind you that last season, the game against Spezia, and that period that we started losing a lot of games one after the other, we had all the starters almost. We had Rebic, we had Leao, we had Salamakers, we had Ibra, get it, and we still lost. Like the problem that I see, even though people won't agree with me, people will Roy will fight me probably, is the fact that our team is a good team, but it's not a team to build to win. In order to build the team to win, you have to go to buy the Lukakus, the Barellas, the Eriksens, the Sanchez's, like players who are at another level and at the right age to come and do something.
God damn it.
This is the way I see it.
I don't disagree actually, but I think Milan is building in order to do that. So I think those players are going to start coming in.
I hope so.
In order for them to come in, the project has to be good, has to be a Champions League project, and if they can maintain this consistency of top four, these players will come in, and then Milan will build that kind of team.
But Roy, do you remember when Inter got these players? Inter got these players after barely making the Champions League for 1 point.
But they made it. But it doesn't matter. The next season, they don't care. They don't care.
Yeah, but we made it as well, Roy. Where are my Lukakus?
Well, no, this team is not ready. Financially, it's not ready for that.
Okay. So
we got
sorry, exactly.
a little bit more success. Look, Lukaku came to Inter. When did this? No, guys, let's be honest. This new directors, Maldini, this new team is still very new. We cannot be asking them to be Liverpool today or Inter today.
No, listen, Roy, I'm not talking about us being Liverpool, man. I'm talking about us buying a player.
Right.
I don't know if you get my point.
I get it. I'm saying,
Exactly.
but those players are going to come with the work that is being done right now.
But Roy, I'm so sorry. I'm going to say this and I'm going to stop after that. The reason why I mentioned always Inter when I talk about this is because Inter, when they made the top four in that battle against us that we fucked up before, and then they only got 1 point ahead of us, ahead of Gattuso's Milan, right? Inter was worse than we are right now. Like, they were a shit team. We could all see it. And somehow, some way, Inter managed to get one of the best coaches in the world, a really good striker, the most promising young midfielder in Italy, one of the best midfielders in the EPL. Like, if there is incentive to build a winning team, you do it. I think we just like making excuses.
I like the way Elliot is doing it better.
Okay.
I think Elliot's project is more sustainable. It's more organic, and has more longevity. Inter project is a nuclear bomb ready to explode, and it almost did this transfer market.
Look at it like Roy, look at it like this. Look at it like this, Roy. If you were a top player right now and you looked at Milan's transfers, or the transfers that we've been doing, you would not want to come to this team
right now.
Okay, but Milan is not a team.
You guys will.
We're not like Atalanta or even Dortmund. Like, Milan doesn't have that type of luxury, especially when we have the money to get the better players.
I understand, and I get it. In order to become nice and clean, you have to go through the mud. I get it. That's the reality. Milan has to go through this period of growth that we're not going to represent the glorious history of the club, the players, but we need to get back to there. And this is the only way. This is a good way to do it without spending millions on players that might not work.
We don't need to, but when we're losing out on players over like between 1 and 5 million, players that are right now on other teams doing exactly what we need our players to do, that's a problem. That tells me that there's a lack of ambition.
I want to revisit this conversation in 3 years.
The thing is, I've been revisiting this conversation for the past 5 years,
But
and
this is not.
nothing's
This is
changed.
not. This is not a 5-year project. This is a 2-year project.
But look, if we didn't finish in the top 4, then I would say you're right. But we did finish in the top 4.
Yeah,
Everyone in their mama
for the
knew,
first time. For the first
yeah,
time.
but everyone and their mom knew what pot we were going to be in the Champions League.
Okay.
And what did they do to make sure we did not get embarrassed?
Yeah, I'm telling you guys, like it takes a little bit more time to get those kind
Okay,
of players.
How many times?
Roy,
How many Champions League rounds?
you said
I say this summer, and I'm ready to place a few bets here, guys. I'm
So am
aware
I.
that this summer Milan is maybe going to get 1 or 2 important players.
how when all we
I
do is
doubt it.
focus on defense.
I doubt it.
I said this summer, not this winter.
No, this summer as well. I can guarantee you, we're going to be linked with every defender under the sun.
Well, that's because of a disgrace, more really, not nothing or unluck. That's because we got unlucky with Kjaer. That's a forced issue. Let's be honest.
And also, there's Jamal here saying we need to develop. Just look at Dortmund and Bayern. First of all, Dortmund is not the example club I want to have for Milan. Because if it is, we have some weird days ahead of us. Like Dortmund
Red
is
John,
not.
you know what the problem is? You know what the real problem is? The management want to develop like how Dortmund is.
Yeah,
When
but
we
God
cannot
forbid.
function in that way. Like
They said Bayern, not Dortmund. They said Bayern.
yeah, Bayern does not. If they actually looked at how Bayern function, it's not even close, bro. It's not even close.
Bayern is the kind of teams that gets the top players of the league. Bayern got Neuer, the best goalkeeper.
You get Belotti, you get Berardi in the team. It's done, guys.
Yeah, but that's not how it's like. Bayern got Neuer from Schalke. They got Goretzka from Schalke. They got the best player from fucking Leipzig, Upamecano. They got their coach. They got their best midfielder. Like we cannot be like Bayern because we don't have that power in Italy. Bayern has the power in Germany.
Like
Bayern
none of those Bayern
goes-
players,
I don't wanna be like
Bayern
Bayern.
players, none of those Bayern players are actual academy players.
I want to
Exactly,
be more
yeah.
like Juve.
like failures, never win the Champions League. Like what?
No, I'm joking. I like what Milan is doing right now. It's organic. It's safe.
Okay, so
It's
if
good.
what Milan is doing right now is to get younger players and hope to do this and that,
And
we should
development.
not have gotten Pioli.
No, actually, Pioli worked out really well.
Yes, but he's not the type of player that's going to get the absolute best out of what we're trying to do.
I would have agreed with you before his assignment, but after his assignment, I think he's proved himself to be a really good coach. Really good coach.
I would say that, but again, he's proving that he is just not competent enough.
Well, I don't know.
He's very inflexible,
I think
and
if
we cannot afford to have a coach that is not flexible enough to change things before shit hits the fan.
my issue with this conversation is that my only rebuttal to this is not Pioli's tactics and blah blah blah. It's the injury situation, and I know it's beating a dead horse. But I'm not looking at me personally. I'm not looking at Pioli. I'm not looking at our players. I just looking at how can we. It doesn't matter who we get. We can have Messi, Neymar, Maradona, Pele, Michael Jordan in the fucking team. But if the team is always injured, it doesn't matter. Honestly, so we can have this conversation till the moon is blue.
I
Okay,
agree.
but when
I
we
agree
had
with
our
this.
full team last year in January, February, we had our full team and they still were garbage. And we still played the formation and we still lost all these games
When?
with the full
When?
team.
When?
Last year, bro.
Spezia,
Last year.
Spezia.
That was one
Last
game.
year,
That was
no,
one
we had
game.
our full team for like at least for a couple, like 2 or 3 games.
Not entirely
and
true.
we, yes,
Well,
we
not
did-
the entire team. We have never had the entire team, man.
Okay,
And the entire team is
minus a
impossible for us.
few
Yeah.
people who don't fucking matter.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the people who matter. We had them, and they still did not win games, and he still did not change the formation until it was almost too late. Actually, he changed it once we were out of the Champions League position.
Right. Yeah,
That's when he changed it. That's the truth, man.
Okay,
That's not a good sign. I'm sorry.
But look at what he did from 1 to 12.
I understand that, but a coach that doesn't have a plan B is going to fuck you over at some point.
Mike, again, I don't disagree with you, but how can you have a plan B when you can't have a plan B?
Again, that's what you have to work on in practice. You need to understand that the situation is not always going to be good for you. You need to work that out.
Nathan, I'm not disagreeing with you, and I don't want to beat a dead horse. How can you create a plan B when you don't have the players to do that?
Because when we had the players, there was still no plan B. That's the point.
I liked what he was doing with the team, man.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying when the situation does not happen, and we have our players, there is still no plan B. That's the point I'm making. Until I can see something like that, I just don't see it happening.
Listen, Nathan, I agree with you in the sense that I am personally not 100% convinced by Pioli, not because I don't think Pioli is a good coach. I still think Pioli is a good coach, is the perfect coach for us at this moment in time. I don't see Pioli as our long-term solution because I still think he, like at some stages or at some points, he's kind of out of his depth, and you need a different level coach in order to enter a different stage in your situation. But right now, I don't feel like right now is the moment to talk shit about Pioli, because right now we have to talk shit about our medical team. Like, our medical team is fucking shit up. Like, I cannot accept the fact that we have 3 times more injuries than Inter.
Oh, I completely agree.
I cannot accept that, especially when I see numbers, man. I see numbers and I see Inter running more than us. Inter pressuring more than us. Inter running faster than us. Like, this is crazy. Like,
I agree. I 100% agree on that as well.
By the way, distance per game, we are the last team in Serie A. The last team in Serie A. We cover less distance than any other team.
I'll say this.
Also, goals. I'm sorry. This and I'll stop. Also, we are the team that has less shots on target in Serie A, meaning in the Serie A with Salernitana, with Genoa, we have less shots on target than they do. Crazy. These are crazy numbers.
We also might not have, in terms of distance covered, ours might be less because we do have more ball possession.
Yeah, but Inter is first. Does Inter not have ball possession? It's first in each and every one of them.
Yeah, but Inter plays way faster than we do, and they move off the ball more.
But I think the discussion goes to, why is Inter not having all these injuries, and why is Milan having all these injuries?
Yeah.
Because I'm saying this because there were some people and fans of Milan in general saying, "Oh, we have many injuries because we are too intense." And then we went and played Liverpool, and we saw these guys run 3 times faster than us. They covered 3 times the ground. Like, how are they not getting injured every second? If we are getting injured by the minute, I'm scared, man. I'm scared to open my phone because I'll see another player is injured, right? So that's my problem. That's why I don't want to talk about Pioli right now, even though I think Pioli can be improved with another coach later on in our thing.
And look, and I've even defended Pioli by saying he still has not been giving proper players to work with. So I'm not saying to get him out because he hasn't truly been able to actually express how he plays. But he does need to work on his tactics.
Oh, yeah, I agree. And actually, even Tonali said it last game. He said that we are starting, like other teams have figured us out. So if they have figured us out, then we have to change something. And Pioli did it last season, if you remember, with Diaz and with Hakan.
Exactly.
But it was too late. Like, we have to do it now if we want to win something.
Exactly. And that's all I'm saying. This game against Empoli, this is the time to do it. I would rather lose or tie while trying something new than to lose or tie doing the exact same shit over and over and over again. Like, this is the game to do it. And don't let it be a 4-4-2 either. I don't want to see that shit. Because realistically, we're not going to keep using Zlatan and fucking Giroud at the same time. Like, that would be foolish to do.
Hey, listen, guys, I gotta close. It's 3 hours now. I gotta do shit. So, any last words?
Forza Milan, and hopefully we can pick this fucking shit back up.
My man.
What about you, Red John?
May karma be with us.
May karma be with you. All right, guys. Hey, everybody, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for joining the post-match. We will see you on Wednesday for the Empoli game. Forza Milan, alla prossima, arrivederci, and ciao.
Ciao, man.